Dummy.
Hey, internet teachers, if they're learning Spanish and they don't have to do a video speaking Spanish, terrible class.
Hey, look, I can tell my boy struggling. I called him 2 days in a row. He was on the exact same question both days.
How do you say
Hey, look,
Jeremiah?
I called him 6 o'clock on Wednesday. Oh, yeah, I'm just working on my Spanish homework. Oh, all right, bet. What you working on? And he told me I'm working on like predicates or something like that. You know what I'm saying? To talk. So then
predicates.
yeah. So the next day, I
And
called again. I said, man, what you doing? I was just doing my Spanish homework. I said, what you working on? I'm working on predicate. Like, damn, boy, your ass. That nigga on the exact same question.
The plural version. I'm learning the plural version.
Hey, you remember?
That was singular yesterday.
Man, I don't know if that ever happened to y'all, but you know, like I was the little kid that couldn't go outside for recess because I couldn't do my timetable. So I was sitting at the table and like, you know how like you don't know the answer, you just be looking up and on nothing come, you just be sitting in place. You ain't did nothing. You just
Y'all was backwards.
Todd sat there for 24 hours doing nothing.
They gonna send us outside. You can't do your math homework? Go outside.
No, man, you couldn't go outside. Everybody,
You better know how to play football.
No, you had to do the time. You had to do so
can't
many
add.
in 3 minutes or something like that. I never could do it fast. I could get all the answers right. I just couldn't do it fast.
Gotcha. We had no restrictions. No.
I always thought that was trick because you had to
memorize.
memorize. You had to memorize it to do it fast for you.
Facts.
I got them all right.
The ones you knew that you could do fast be like the 10.
2 plus 2, I got it.
Girl, that be, 6 times 6, that's 36.
Yeah.
5 times 9, that's 25.
1 times 1. Got
You
it.
love to see that 5 and that 10 come
Dummy.
But you gonna pick all the ones, you know, there would it be 7 times 6.
I ain't got that many fingers. Toes, kneecaps. You got to start adding ears in there. 31.
Dummy.
You got to add ears and everything. How many teeth I got from left to right?
But the moral of the story is my boy is Spanish too and can't speak a lick of Spanish.
Can't speak a lick.
Don't know his name.
What's your name in Spanish?
I just told you, man.
Okay, I want the internet to tell us because I don't believe Todd. He said no matter what your name is, English or Spanish,
Your
it's
name
the
is
same
your
name.
name.
Your name is your name, Hoot.
Unhard.
So what's your name in Spanish?
Christ.
Christopher.
Dummy.
It's just how they say it differently, nigga. Like nigga say the name Jesus. It's Jesus, motherfucker.
He said Christ. I mean, it is Easter weekend. I mean, hey, listen.
Jesus.
I don't know what about it. I ain't gonna try.
Mistaki. That's what it is.
Nigga said Christ.
Christopher.
Dummy.
Ooh, boy. They got my boy. They got the wrong person in the Spanish class. But I mean, more power to you, Todd. However you get through it, just get through it, my boy. But
almost at the end.
here we go. You tuning in to the Dummies podcast. I'm Stock
I'm Todd.
I'm Hootie. How you say blue?
What?
How you say blue?
Blanco.
Blue?
They say Blanco.
Bluey.
I'm Hootie, man.
And, we back like we never left because like we say every week, we never leave. This is episode 314. Yes, 314 consistent episodes from Them.
Episode 3 then. Episode 3
From Them. We back in this thing, man. We doing what we do. It's Easter weekend, Resurrection Sunday. He has risen.
He has risen.
All I have to say is Happy Easter Day. Good job, Todd. That's what you need to do for Spanish. That's how his little Spanish speech gonna be. But we back in this thing, man. We doing what we do, man. We recording again on Friday. Who to keep trying to push for Friday? I know he think he doing, but he ain't doing what he think he doing. I ain't gonna let it happen. Yeah. But nah, we in this thing, man.
No.
Feeling good. The lights is lighting. Dez is dezing. The atmosphere is atmosphering.
He beat you.
Yeah, and we in this thing. So where we at with it, Hoot? I kind of like when I was loud though, Dez.
Big mouth fan. Hey, this Friday wasn't my fault. It was Todd's fault.
It was tough.
You know what I'm saying? So I am pushing Friday though, but I be tired on. I'm tired every day now.
Hold on, man. That's 2 Fridays in a row that you said is my fault.
Because they have been.
Okay.
I know y'all. I know one thing. Y'all better stop. Y'all better stop them jokes.
I wish I would.
Nah, because as soon as my boy get back, y'all is in trouble.
Your ass ain't healed. You
I
can't
can't wait. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Because y'all cross. I told y'all. I told you you gonna get him.
You better watch out for Uncle then. Know what you better do.
Nah, I told you. Y'all better leave my boy alone as soon as he come back.
Better do. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Todd, it's been your fault the last couple of Fridays. Even though I like him and because I don't get to sleep in on no day.
This was kind of de facto though, right?
Kind of, yeah.
I mean,
I guess. I don't know.
I mean, we could have went Saturday.
I would have went Sunday and wouldn't have cared. Me personally. That's just,
See,
Okay.
so,
this is church.
you know what I'm saying? There you go.
All right.
Spiritual.
It is.
Now let me hear you say church. But we've been cool, man. It's been all right, man. I've been working and busy and staying too busy. And Mike, I'm still almost at a half a tank of gas, just a little bit below. So, you know.
He been
right
purposely not leaving the house.
No,
I don't prove Mike wrong.
I don't go to. I go to work and I go home. Lately, I've been going to the work gym, so I ain't got to go travel to go to a gym. I go to work and I go home.
Do you have a membership down there?
Yeah, it's free.
I thought
should
you had
go.
to pay like $10.
You
or
did
something like
6 years ago.
that. Oh, why you tell me?
They sent out an email to everybody.
When?
I don't know. When I joined. Whenever.
Why you tell me?
But yeah, if you work there, you get to go for free. Just go on there, sign
Come
up.
on, man. You need to start a training camp in that thing,
I
man.
ain't going in there with all of that because they're gonna bother me.
What you mean?
They be in them buildings. They be finding some kind of way to say something and do something. But I would try it. I don't care. If
You should.
I would.
I mean, we'll do it. We'll do it like, penitentiary style. Like you just kind of wink and we know what we supposed to do.
The wink in the gun. The wink in the gun. I got the wink in the gun for y'all.
You can do like this. Nigga know to do push up.
Oh yeah, you know.
Push up.
Speak Spanish for Blue.
Somebody, I ain't gonna say who said it or why they said it, but they were like, man, they came up to me and they said, man, I seen Dad today. He got a dad bod.
I seen somebody came up to me today. Dad's got a pregnant 6-month mom bod.
That boy did that. That boy did that fake laugh.
Right there,
I'm sorry, Dad. I ain't gonna tell no more stuff what they said.
They probably want it. They love daddies.
I'm on. Hey.
Y'all heard my boy. So if you said the joke, there you go.
My boy
But,
ain't studying that shit.
We've been all right, man. Work, and more work, which I enjoyed, and got the chance to shoot some cool stuff. You know what I'm saying? Prom shoots for my friends and their kids. The kids are getting older. I remember kids when they were born, when they were babies, and now they're going to prom and having fun and stuff like that. So, just seeing the circle of life is what I've been doing this week. How about you, young Tizzle?
Yeah, man. Pretty cool week last week, man. Got to really do some do this for real. Seen Jordan off for her prom. That was dope. They look really good. Pictures and stuff look really good. Shout out to y'all boys and what y'all do to make sure everything happen now. What else? So my other niece, she crossed pledged AKA at Alabama. So we were there Sunday. That was dope, cheering her on while she did her thing. And it's a big deal because it's like she's legacy. AKAs know what I'm talking about, but it's like Tamika's mom and her sister, which is Tamika's aunt. They were AKAs, and of course, all of my nieces and my wife, all of them AKAs. So that's pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? To see.
That's about to be the rest of your family for life.
Pretty much.
Which ain't a bad thing.
Yeah, I can pretty much see Taylor and Tatum doing it when they get old enough. But that's neither here nor there. But I ain't looking forward to that because that's money out of my pocket. But hey, whatever. What else? Work. Work been pretty cool this week. I got an opportunity to go to another school this week and kind of teaching now because of schooling.
You got slapped?
No. No, not this time. Not this time. I'm in the 4th grade class this time, so in now doing my student teaching hours, and that's it, man. It was pretty cool to get to be around some newer students and some different students and see them engaged, and that's pretty dope.
And shouts out to the kid, man. I feel like a trash pop. Excuse me, shout out to the kid. Shouts out to the kid who got in. I don't know if you get inducted or you go to the Honor Society and all of that.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, that's super dope.
Big dope.
Shouts out to the kid, man.
Well, to do it, nigga ain't even remember.
It ain't me, nigga. I ain't. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never been smart none of my life. So I'm still learning how to shout out the smart. You know what I'm saying? When we was in school, we used to mess with the people who were smart, but now we got a champion.
Yeah,
so,
that's crazy.
Shouts out to the kid.
That's totally. I'm talking about. I ain't nobody on the society who's on right there with you. So when
my
it happens,
GPA was nowhere close to being eligible. Nowhere. You could have doubled mine. It still wasn't enough.
Right, goddamn. But yeah, man, that was my week, man. It was, fairly okay week. Stock, what about you, bro?
Dope week. Like I said, getting ready for prom. Senior year prom. I'm getting emotional. But yeah, senior year prom, man. Shout out to Hoop for coming through on the pictures, man. Tough for coming through doing unk duties. It helps me and lets me reflect on the village. The journey has been a journey for sure. A lot of y'all boys have been with me through the journey. And shout out to my man. Honestly, it's weird because I got a whole group of people that have been following on social media throughout the time that I didn't really realize that it go like that, but they came out and made their voices heard. Yeah. So shouts out to y'all. Y'all know who y'all are. Just to say that they've been on a journey with us. They were like, man, it feel like a talk show or something that they've been following. So a reality show, that's what they said. Right. But yeah, man, shout out to y'all boys, man, because they say that it take a village to raise a kid. I still believe in traditions, and I still believe that I have a village that's been helping me a lot. Hoop came through and blessed us with the pictures. Todd came in to the impromptu party. It was last minute that we found out about it, but he still pulled up and had his face in the place, man. So shout out to all of y'all. She dropped another video this week with Barron. Shout out to him, man, for the project that they put together. She did that. She spearheaded all of that. I just told her, reach out. She was like, can you talk to him? And I was about to do it, and I was like, no. You call him. Right. Yeah, and so I let her handle it. You know what I'm saying? They put together what they put together. She came up with an idea and a script for it. He just kind of helped her put it together. She won first place in that. And that was for the whole Shelby County, so it was multiple schools across Shelby County. So big round of applause to her on that. You know,
show the scholarship money around this whole, man. Scholarship money.
Yeah, man, they real stingy with that shit, man. I found out how magic worked this week when they said, you know, you get a parent plus. I was like, no. Where the scholarship at?
Get to put it on your name.
We need to go on her name. This is her education.
A whole nother house in
I'm trying to pay for my shit on my own. But now, I mean, it's like a good time, man. It's getting exciting because we have a school. We have not revealed it yet. But she's already talking to roommates and shit, so she getting excited to see her do that. But we still actually, although we're doing that, we're still kind of flirting some other places just to see. But if them people don't come with the coins, we taking our talents where we taking it. So I ain't gonna ruin that for her. I'm gonna let her, you know, have that moment to shine. But man, it's been dope, man. Just to like I've been telling y'all, I've been coming in here doing the Heisman parents. I know who they're a little step ahead of me with this one, but it's just crazy when you get to this point to see some of this stuff. You start feeling like a real adult, man. Like when you, I mean, I know shit. I've been feeling like it for a very long time, but still, just to know that you're helping your kid get into a school,
right?
Or you're helping to finance and pay for schooling for them to start their career and their future, and you know that it's a lot riding on it. It's just kind of dope, man, just to see it and put it together. So,
and FYI, it is hard.
It's definitely hard, and that's what I was telling people. Cause like they were like, man, it looks so good in there. I was like, man,
looks can be deceiving.
Before who'd made them pictures look good, man? It was 600 stores going to even get to that point. But as parenting, man, like it's just all part of it, man. It's been a journey, and y'all know me, man. I enjoy that shit more than anything.
And does that teach you how to do it differently the next time?
It does, and that's the fortunate, unfortunate thing, because now I tell y'all, man, I like giving my stuff to the next person. So I don't know, I'm not talking about all people, but when I know something and I know somebody about to go through it, nigga, I'm calling them, telling them all the shit that they didn't even ask for.
Right.
Hey, man, do this, or make sure you check this. They may not use it, but I'm gonna give it to them. Because I feel like sometimes people tell me stuff, they're like, hey, man, you got to just do this, but they don't tell you all of it. Right. So, like.
Well, not even that. For you yourself.
No, I'm getting there. So, I'm saying, like, so they don't tell you all of it, so you don't really know how to prepare. But me personally, I'm going to tell them every step, everything that I did and everything that I learned along the way so they can use it. And so, yes, to your point and to your question, I can take what I learned now. I feel like an expert now because I done went through it. And I'm like that. Anytime I go through some shit, I'm an expert now. So now you've showed me how to do it. It's just like when we first tried to go get housed, nigga got rejected like a mother. No. Yeah. But when they told me no, they showed me why.
Right.
Once they showed me why, nigga, they couldn't stop me at that point because now I know exactly what to do. So, you know, next time I came, it was beautiful. But I know that was the long story. I took the long route, but it's been a big week like that, and it's gonna keep going because there's a lot more stuff. We got graduation coming up,
man.
And then then you moving and all that good jazz. Right. So Been a full week.
Good jazz.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying, brother? Yeah, nigga, good jazz, nigga. Nigga, I'm a dad. Nigga, I'm dad. Nigga, I can't.
Yeah, that boy.
I don't cuss no more, man.
That was borderline grandpa. Good jazz.
Yeah, good jazz.
Man,
I'm sick of my dad, but
real
I be tired.
weeds, not boy.
I be tired walking upstairs. Knees hurt, back hurt, feet hurt.
Yeah.
Got double insoles.
We're real old now, man. That's okay.
Right.
I'm gonna get you some orthopedic shoes for your birthday.
No, I ain't wearing that.
I'm gonna get you the
It's
kind with
crazy,
the
man.
straps.
Nigga can't wear flat shoes no more. It's wild.
But yes, man, back. It's been a great week, man, and I've been enjoying every step of it. It's annoying as fuck. It's aggravating as fuck, but it's worth it like fuck. So,
Oh yeah, one more thing in my week. We went and saw Sinners last night. Me and the girl went on a date. It was dope. It was real dope. Definitely a must see. To me, in my opinion, it's a whole lot of cool shit in there that you wouldn't expect to be in there. But yeah, everybody should go and support that movie. That movie is very, very dope, bro.
I definitely want to watch it. I want to watch it for not one main part, but a big main part is my boy playing two people.
Yeah,
I want to see that.
That shit was
I want to
crazy.
see the duality or whatever it is of that. You know,
It's cool. It's cool, and the more so of it, like I said, it was more. We ain't been on a date in a minute, so going out, that was cool.
Todd stunting on us. Shout out to Todd his date stunting on us.
Yeah, I went on a date, man.
I ain't mad at it. You gotta go on a date sometimes, man. You gotta go on a date most times, man. We need to do another beach trip, man. I'm sick of it.
I'm ready this time.
I'm sick of it.
I'm so ready.
It's time. I'm sick of it, man.
Time.
Even if we go to the lake somewhere.
Ain't
But
going to the lake.
I want to go to the beach though.
Wait, would you prefer to go to the lake or the beach?
I prefer to go to the beach. Prefer,
Yeah,
but I just prefer us to go somewhere
I feel you.
more than anything.
For sure.
I go to the cabins. I don't give a shit. I go somewhere.
That boy just went out.
Yeah, I just want to go there.
I feel you. I'm with you. That change of scenery do be cool,
Go
though.
hang out, man. That's it.
Yeah. I like just staying in nice hotels, too. I don't really got to be nowhere, but I just like staying in nice hotels.
I ain't mad at that.
That's pretty cool.
Put the bag on, smoke the tip.
What you got over there, drunk man?
Oh, nothing. Just letting y'all get y'all shit off.
It's off.
But that was last week's shit.
Get that old shit up out of here.
Man, Wi-Fi. It'd be the Wi-Fi, man. You know what I'm saying? But you got to pod through it, nigga.
The Wi-Fi.
What I was finna say? I don't know what I was finna say.
Dummy.
Fuck you too, Dad. What's wrong with you?
Perfectly executed.
No, in seriousness, man. This that happened this week. Thoughts and prayers to all the people affected with the shooting down at Florida State University. The suspect was apprehended and taken into custody. The last I saw was at least 6 people injured in that case. I think 2 deaths in it. Somebody got to check me with that. But they put out a statement basically saying that the kid, stole his mom's gun. She was a sheriff down in Florida.
Yeah.
And committed the shooting. You saw the different videos and stuff of the people being on lockdown and stuff like that. So you just want to give your thoughts and prayers, man. Those kids are like we just got through saying that they're trying to better their life and trying to better their future. And here come some random ass nigga like, shooting up shit for no real reason. From what we see so far, he hasn't talked or talked about his reasons why. There's never, to me, any good reason why you would harm innocent people who ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
Right.
But that's what happened. So,
Yeah.
thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and prayers to them families, man. Also at the crib too, man. Had an unfortunate event last night. Those who know in Mobile. Try to have something nice for them to do, and it always turned violent. Like they won't be long before they just have you just existing down that bitch because you don't know how to act.
Yeah. And it was 2 people died at unfortunately at Florida State. It was the kid. It was a 20-year-old kid. That sucks, man. That's tough.
Yeah.
And it's just hard to see because like you're at the point of what can we do about it? What will we do about it? Will anything happen about it? as far as changing it for the future.
And as parents, man, y'all, I mean, I know y'all, like you were just talking about, y'all gonna have kids off at college. You shouldn't have to worry about that shit. You know what I'm saying? But
I do all the
here
time.
we are. You know what I mean? So I don't know what these niggas gonna do.
Last week, it was two sides of one story. Like, my oldest daughter goes to Bama. She came and got a little sister that went to A-Day, had fun, stuff like that. So I see them having fun. But then over here on the internet, you see other sides of, man, I saw nothing but young niggas with ski mask and guns at the same old A-Day.
Right.
So you be worried about, will something happen to my kid with all of these kids out here?
Right.
Oh, no, they having fun. They cool. And that keeps that constant
Right.
on your mind. But then when you got open carry, open gun, you be right there with a big strap on your hip.
Yep.
Yeah. What you do, man? What you do? Well, so when I ask, will that ever is it possible for that to ever change when you could do that right there? I don't know. I was over here just now, downtown, taking photos. Prom photos. And it was in the area was a lot of black kids where I was at. And it's a shame that I thought about that. Like, damn, what if somebody pull up on these young niggas? Because we see that, especially where we are and where we live, you see that a lot. Will somebody, and I just was standing over there chilling, just admiring the little young niggas and how much fun they was having.
Right.
But I also had thought in my mind, what if somebody pull up spraying?
Nah, I don't want to be nowhere they at. Yeah. Nope. Nope.
Off from body.
Tell me about it. But Unc don't want to be nowhere over them.
It was right there.
If I walk over there, them niggas, what up, twin? No. I got to go. I don't want to be nobody twin.
I hate we got to do that. But sometimes we got to do that. But I hate
It's part of life. It's just about evolving. That's been like that. I remember like the old heads didn't want to be where we was at.
It's true.
It's the energy. You don't have the energy for that shit.
No.
Yeah, it's the energy.
It's different because we could sit down and talk to the old heads.
No.
Like our generation
No,
could.
stop. Nah, stop.
Because they was giving you game.
Yeah, stop.
we was around the old heads.
And that's what I'm saying.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm
But the hood nigga, young niggas, the old heads wasn't
yes,
around.
and I think these young guys still be around old heads. They not just not around old heads, but what I'm saying is, if they're gonna be around me, they're gonna be around me on my terms, where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be around them where they at in their terms.
But you had a prom photo shoot on a rooftop downtown.
Well, ain't nothing you could do about that.
That's what I'm saying.
I wasn't talking about you particularly. You just a casualty of war, I guess. I don't know shit.
So I was enjoying it, but I was scared at the same time. Shit.
Yeah, so I don't know. That just I don't know. I just don't want to be where them niggas at.
And that was another
feel you.
instance, man. I saw a kid that I saw when he was this tall. Now he 6'3", 6'4", going to prom in a fast car.
Man, that shit happened so man.
Man,
Everything
shit
be
happen
happening so fast, dog. Like I was looking at these old pictures that keep popping up on Content Factor. Like, damn, bro, we been in this bitch 4 years.
4 years, fool.
See, man,
That's crazy.
this was see.
4 years.
This was no walls. This wasn't even a room.
Even just us recording in this motherfucker, nigga, been 4 years, over 4 years.
Not even that. Going back to
That's
King
crazy.
Ray House, food. Don't seem that
Oh,
long.
yeah, that shit was wild.
That's crazy.
When we was doing Fridays. Can't get right. That shit don't seem that long ago. The clips we saw and most recently popped up. I don't know, man. Said all that to say, man, enjoy life somehow, some way.
Stay around them young niggas, man.
Enjoy life, man.
Speaking of, we say enjoy life, man. We just I had a high school teammate. Ryan just hit me up and say he passed away. Rest in peace to AJ Brady, man. He died, they said, overnight of a seizure. He had been having seizures. This is what I'm hearing secondhand, so forgive me if I misspeak. But he had been having seizures, and they say he died as a result of a seizure. He graduated the year before me, so 41 maybe.
Damn.
42.
Yeah.
We keep talking about, you never know, like that ain't necessarily just a heart attack or stroke or not taking care of maybe your body or something like that. It's just, I don't know, man. It's just, it goes back to what we say, that every day you wake up, it's a blessing.
Yep.
Facts.
Yep.
Prayers to the family, bro. That's crazy.
That's why sometimes the prayer is simply waking up and saying, thank you, Lord.
Right.
That's it.
That's it. That's it. And guide my steps. That's it.
Yeah. So,
Man.
crazy as
Rest in
fuck.
peace. Rest in peace.
I don't know if y'all saw this, but there was a study that they had put out, and it said that the elderly people, it went back to 2023, It didn't have 2024 stats, but it said elderly Americans lost $3 billion in scams in 2023.
Yeah, man, that's on the rise. That's up in the industry we are in. Everyone's in. And it sucks, man, because we be saying that. Like, how can you prey on an old person? Like, you just a terrible human being who don't wake up saying, thank you, Lord. Something is wrong, like, for real, fool. Like, I never will get there. Like, man, when you're focusing on and you're preying on people who you see as gullible or vulnerable, or, you know, maybe in a little soft spot, or maybe even they think that they're going to get something out the deal and then you take everything from them. Like, you're a trash human being when you do that, man. That's just me. Like, when you mess with the elderly, kids, or the disabled, you're a trash person.
Right.
Sorry.
When you prey upon those people, that individual group of people, you're trash.
Yeah, very.
And everything bad that happens to you, you deserve. Sorry. Not sorry.
Yeah, I guess they look at it like easy, but like you said, working where we work, you see things all the time like this. And then my mom, she like, oh, can I feel it? Nigga, don't feel that shit out.
Right.
Call me.
Like, yeah, like, just,
Call
yeah,
me.
don't.
Talk to me. Ask me the question.
They say I got a ticket and they need my debit card to pay the ticket off of
don't,
it.
man.
Like, what?
No.
Mom, hang up on them folks.
And then sometimes if you put the right letters on that shit or the right people who saying that they asking for it, people get scared.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, this coming, especially if it's covering from government type stuff, people just get
Sure.
nervous in general.
I wonder how often that messes up people who get a legitimate letter in the mail who really need them to pay a bill, and they be like, nah, this is a scam.
When your shit go off, then you pay it. That's just the only way. For real, bro.
But like those standard bills, you know, light bills, like, I don't know.
But no, like, okay, so working in banking, they tell you, don't ever give your information out over the phone. We're not going to call you asking for your information. Mm-hmm. We'll force you to call us. So it's like, if you got an issue with your debit card and that bitch won't go through, you going to call the bank because you want to use your money. Mm-hmm. So therefore, it's easy to tell.
Well, so let's say I do that and I call the bank and be like, hey, I think there's some fraud on my debit card. Cut it off. Send me another one. Can I do that?
Yeah, that's typically what they're going to do.
Okay. But what you mean by not exchanging or giving you info over the phone?
Like,
because maybe I had to get some info for that.
It's different if I call you asking you for your debit card number.
But you're not going to call me as the
I ain't going to call you. I'm going to force you to call me, so therefore you know it's real.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? And you got it. Like,
so what if the scammers have gotten smarter? I'm going to send you a letter in the mail to make you call me.
I think everything a fucking scam. I don't know.
For real.
Me personally.
That's why I like to go in. I like going, especially if it's a scam. I'm going in the place and talk to the people.
Yeah.
They did say that was going to be one of the biggest things with that whole transition in the AI. AI is not going to be able to take emotional jobs, like things that require emotion or response, and it's still not going to be able to take over people to people because people still want to deal sometimes with a person.
I always want to deal with a people.
Like I get mad. Like I don't know if y'all been inside McDonald's recently, but I had to go for Jordan and Logan wanted something, so I went in there like you don't get to talk to nobody. You got to do it all through the thing.
I ain't been there forever.
And it was cool. I figured it out, but it was this older man had on a Vietnam veteran hat or some Korean War. He was old school. And he was like, God damn it, I just don't want tartar sauce. he was getting mad. And it was simple enough. Like, if it was a human, hey, man, no tartar sauce. Easy. But he's sitting over there like, he canceling his order, then he trying to put it back in. And I went over there and showed him, like, what you want? He was like, I want cheese, and I just don't want no damn tartar sauce. So I helped him. He was like, thank you. Shit.
No tartar sauce.
He was mad about that, not being able to talk to a human.
I don't blame that white shit on your sandwich.
I didn't even know McDonald's had tartar.
Yeah, they put that on. He was getting a fish sandwich.
Get that white shit out your sandwich, man. You don't want that shit on you.
But to the point, it pisses you off.
White shit make your sandwich better. Sorry, pause. No pause.
Why was you pausing?
I got my reasons.
White stuff on a sandwich. Mayonnaise on a sandwich. Why does that pause?
I got many reasons what I can think of, but I ain't gonna say it.
Okay.
What was you thinking of when you say pause?
You don't want to know. You don't want to know.
But yeah, it just go to the point though. Like that shit just people gonna crave human interaction. So it was.
But even with that though, it's still gonna get rid of a lot of people.
Yes, it's gonna get rid of a lot of people. But what I was saying was the people who learn how to make their job still have that humanality that you can't get and figure out how to cater businesses towards it, you can go. I was talking to somebody this week and they was just like, I hate all this AI. I hate this. I said, well, you better get with it because technology don't go backwards. I've never seen the airplane say to the motherfucking. I never seen a car say to the goddamn horse, "We sorry, we gonna go back to horses."
Cars
I
have
never
horsepower.
I never seen the airplane apologize to the car about being technology always evolving. So if you don't learn the shit, you get left behind.
That shit crazy. Everything got horsepower.
Because that's the way they equate it. Yeah. And that shit, a lot of horses. Nigga, you got one horse. Back then, that shit,
playing big horse.
600 horsepower.
The big wing horses on the commercial. The big white horse.
Yeah, fuck wrong with y'all. Nigga so stupid.
That is Paramount.
Texas. An independent school district in Houston is planning to take teachers' base pay and base it on students' performance. It says good teachers can make up to $92,000 a year. They're going to make it more of a performance-based salary instead of just paying teachers a set salary. They get paid based upon if Johnny can read, if Johnny can do his timetables and math, he's proficient in the things he need to be proficient in for his testing. We talk a lot about teachers' pay not being up to par. We talk a lot about some teachers not caring enough about the students. This seems to be figuring out both, but there's always two sides to every story. So what do y'all feel?
Trash.
Teacher?
I think that shit is trash. I wouldn't like that. That shit ain't gonna last long at all because ain't nobody. It's a shortage of teachers. And then that's a global thing. Like, I ain't gonna say global, but just across the United States. It's a shortage of teachers. So you mean to tell me you're gonna put my paycheck in the hands of little Johnny, who don't decide to fucking go in and take the standardized test seriously? He just wants this shit to be over with. Think about it in the terms of a second or a third grader. Nigga, I am 43 years old. My attention span is not that long. Like, I cannot sit up in one space for 4 and 5 hours on one fucking subject matter. What the hell make you think a 9 or a 10-year-old gonna be able to do that shit during the test? You're setting the person up for failure, and not only that, you're trying to set up a teacher for failure to where they ain't gonna even want to do this shit no more. It's,
Well,
again,
didn't
like
say, what if, okay, base pay $60,000.
Okay.
Or whatever teacher salary
Bet.
in that district, maybe it's base pay. But the incentives, you can make up to $92,000 based upon just like at any other job. Nigga, if you do a better job, you get a bonus. What's bad with that?
I'm not-
To me, from my vantage point, it's pros and cons to everything. So I'm not gonna really speak on the cons because we know it's gonna be some cons.
Right.
But the pros I see is it pushes people to not just sit there and go get a check. Not saying that teachers do, because I know, Lord knows, teachers have an extremely hard job. There's a lot of kids that's hard to teach. But then just like there is in every business, there's people there just to collect that check. They don't care what happens. So to me, I feel like that may incentivize somebody. I can make $92,000 to push to try to make that child be a little bit better.
Well, when you say incentivize, then of course I'm gonna try my best to make sure I get that 92,000. You ain't leave with that. I ain't.
It was always incentivized, Todd.
Well, I must have missed that part. I must have missed that shit. But still, though, I still don't want. Being that it's an incentive-based thing, perfect. I'm with it. But if it was just without incentive, that what the job required, hell no, I won't be with that shit.
I agree with that. Like, I don't want it to all be based off incentives. Like, if there's a base pay that makes it all decent, cool. However, I still think that even if you're incentivized, that sometimes it may not always come out in your favor, because sometimes the person who works the hardest may still not get the best results.
That's true.
Like, and they may even work even harder.
She might got a lot of dumbasses in her class. Let's just be real. Like,
exactly. She probably worked harder than the one who got the best results. And so that's why I don't like the incentivizing of it from that standpoint.
Well, okay, but okay. Now on that part, I feel like if it's an incentive, it's an incentive. Because we work at a place that you incentivize people. That doesn't mean that the person who gets the incentive is working any harder than the other person. Well, but we incentivize it there with no problem.
Well, what I'm looking at, and I don't know, because maybe that's something I need cleared up, is the area that they're working in. Are they all working in the same area with the same resources?
Because
that matters.
So that's why.
But then let's just. This says an independent school district. So let's just say this school district has X amount of resources for all teachers.
Then it's fair. Honestly, because across the board you have the same things, the same tools. I'm sorry you got the bad luck of the draw, but next year you might get the best luck of the draw. So when it's all equal across the board, I'm cool. I'm cool with it. As long as this teacher is not more disadvantaged than this one.
And I see what Dez put up there. He put like it's just like they do for athletes, but I think the difference is you can't it's gonna be harder to nigga football playing at Johnny can't count.
Right.
And the test gonna say he can't count.
Right.
And a
Can't
lot of those
read.
standardized testing, like nigga, the district can't control them all.
Right.
That's what happened at a particular school district around here. All them ACT scores came and they were like, wait a minute, something's wrong.
All right.
And they looking into it. So you might can't fake it because some of this shit national tests.
I mean, if they have all of the same resources, all of the same opportunities, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at it.
Like I said,
You know,
if it's
I just know that I know we know that sometimes this person's going to win and maybe this person's going to win.
Right.
But you got to give your all to show it.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. Like right now, if somebody is actually in that job in that position, they literally want to be. Nobody is doing this shit for the check, and I don't feel like
You don't
at this
think
point.
there's no teachers by default? Like, shit, that was the best opportunity I had. I wouldn't been a teacher.
Not with jobs being, what they offer real. Like I think people are choosing their peace over those jobs. Like
I don't think so.
I really
don't
think
so
it
because
has
I
come,
see a lot of unhappy people doing jobs.
of course, in your position. Where you are,
Any position. Like, I don't know very many niggas who happy with their work.
nobody wants to work, but niggas gotta work.
So that's what I'm saying.
So that's what he's.
But what I'm saying to you is, my point is, you're not finna go in nobody's school and teach if you don't want to do that shit.
You're
Like,
not gonna
not
do
now.
you're not gonna do no job like that.
Nigga, I would surf for a living if I could go do that right now tomorrow. That's what I'm saying. If I go to work.
I guess my thing is like, I get the unintended consequence. We talk about that all the time. But why is it viewed so negative in a profession that we said that needs to be paid more? So at least this is trying to do something different than the norm that we've been doing to try to incentivize them to be able to make more money, which they deserve.
Because too many times we see the unintended consequences.
I get it, but
then that's gonna-
but
it's
doing
gonna-
but like I guess we're knocking somebody for trying.
What
like we've been doing the same thing the same way for this long and it's not working. We're losing teachers at an alarming rate. We not getting these kids. They already saying can't read at grade level and stuff. What's wrong with trying to change something to try to make something happen?
I ain't mad at change if it's for the best.
And I'm gonna
Well,
tell
that's
you,
what they think it is. They
Hopefully it
didn't say, "Ooh, I'm finna incentivize these motherfuckers for it to be for the worst."
right.
Who knows?
Especially with money, ain't nobody just wanting to give them more money.
Right.
Sometimes nigga, I'm gonna get more work out of them.
And that's why I say people
more
are
work out
leaving
of
that particular profession. They're going to do something totally different because of the pay. And that's why I say people that are in those positions right now, they literally want to do that shit.
But I say it all to say that I hope that there's something good behind it. I want that
Right.
to be a good idea. I want that to work. I want all y'all to get the 92,000.
I do too.
So if that's
'Cause
what
that
pushes
mean
them to do it and that helps them do it and they actually pay it and base it off that.
That mean the students are learning.
I think
and you're
raised
getting
base
paid for
pay,
that shit.
raised base pay,
That
then
shit-
incentivize.
Yeah. That's where it need to start.
Does that happen from who?
Man,
No.
but you know what's crazy?
It's no political capital to push it for
Right.
it to happen. Unfortunately,
And then
It
like
should be because our kids got
They-
to learn
you
some
got-
more.
you-
Our kids need
man,
to learn
you
a
know,
whole lot
man,
more.
what we've learned in this world that we live in, and I don't want to get too deep into politics, is the more political capital you have, the more you can get shit changed. Meaning the more money and the more resources you have, you can get shit changed. The less money you have, you don't have as much of a voice. We're seeing it. It's as bright as it can be these times of days. It's unfortunate. I'm not saying that people weaponize, like you can mobilize the small, but it's harder and you got to do more work versus
there you go.
make that change for me.
Right.
Kind of like what me and Ty was telling you about if we was billionaires. But we not.
Yeah, but that doesn't stop you from doing it. I just said you can mobilize it. That's dumb as fuck to me too. It's just dumb. You can do something with what you got. And that's what these people are doing. We're seeing all across the country, the people who are considered the voiceless are rising up. You seeing this shit every weekend.
I do. I just want it to work. And I hope it works.
So yeah, go and get your 92. Like, because again,
Go
that
and
means
get
that-
your 92.
right, because that means
That
the
sounds like a
students are learning.
form. Goddamn.
Students are learning.
I was talking to Cheeto, man. And Cheeto,
Talking about shoes or something?
Yeah, and Cheeto just been sucking lately.
They mad at you, Cheeto, man.
Yeah, I just don't
He
understand.
hate on you,
I don't
man.
understand how the white and black 11s just lose to any goddamn shoe on the market. But it made me want to ask. You know, Cheeto has his opinion, and that's cool. Todd had on a pair of cool kicks. I ain't hating. But Jordans. What's y'all top 3 Jordans of all times? Numbers. You ain't got to necessarily go with a color, but if you got a color in a shoe, then cool. But what's your top numbers?
1, 3, 4.
1, 3, 4 is yours?
11, 1, 3.
Mine 11, 3, 4.
11 not on mine because every time I love how they look, but every time I've ever worn them, they killed my feet.
Oh, they hurt.
So I'm sorry.
11, 3, 4.
That's mine.
So I'm sorry because they killed my feet every single time with every single
They
thing.
do, but them bitches so fresh stepping out the when them hoes step on that concrete.
I just need a little baby comfort. Give me a little baby comfort, and I'm cool. But them 11 so uncomfortable that kills the rating.
Do you ever get a pair of Jordans for comfort?
But some are more uncomfortable than others. No, I don't. That's why I said today, I'm never buying another pair of Jordans because none of them are comfortable. I got enough to be cool and wear when I'm wearing, but I'm never buying another pair. I'm sorry, I'm old with old feet. I need my shoes to goddamn curl.
You gonna buy another pair?
Yeah,
I'm not,
he
fool.
gonna buy another
I
pair.
promise you I'm not.
Out of the 3 that I named, I think the 3s are the most comfortable. The 3s, then the 11s, because the ones.
And what was
just
your
not-
number? What was your numbers?
11, 3s, and 1s.
Which 11?
Concord 11. Concord 11s are my all-time.
The white and
favorite,
black
though.
one.
If I got to
White
pick
and black.
11,
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick a bread though.
All right, and what's your? You said 3s.
3s.
Which one?
Ooh, boy.
They're white cement.
That white cement.
They're black
and
cement.
that
They're black.
one.
They're black.
Yeah,
Yeah,
black
yeah.
cement, too.
I go 3s,
And that's the same thing with the 4s. White cement, black.
and I know that's why I'm gonna go vice versa. 3s, black cement. 4s, white cement.
Sorry
vice
if y'all
versa.
don't know
Threes,
White
shoes. You
cement.
look it up.
Them
But
white
the
cement 4s are
ones
cold.
for me, one's breads. One breads.
One breads and the black toe.
Most comfortable for me gonna be them 8s. The 8s killing all them on comfort level.
The 8s. I ain't never owned a pair of 8s. I just never liked them.
I don't even know what that is off the dome.
The cross, the strap.
Oh yeah, I ain't never even had them.
Most
I ain't even lie.
comfortable
I did. I had the Bugs Bunnies or whatever they
I
are.
never had a pair of
I
8s.
had the Bugs Bunnies.
I had a pair. I had the aquas.
The aqua 8s, yeah.
Most comfortable
Them 8s, them big blocks.
Yeah, they big.
Big
That's
heavy.
why I never liked them.
13s, they big blocks. Remember I had them black and red when I gave them the twin because they was like they was so fresh, but it's like I can't. They big blocks.
man. Them hoes so hard to beat.
I got the pair of 13 now with the hologram on the side. The big blocks, man. Them bitches big.
Why I forgot what the boy name was who had the whole goddamn UAB from Mobile in them wheat thing.
Oh, I know you talking about. I can't think
That
of
nigga
it.
name was Quan or something.
Quan.
Man, that nigga had the whole Mobile in them wheat thing.
Yeah,
One's the
Before
coolest
they
shoes
came
going up
out too, boy, we were clean.
Yeah,
One's
we
going
had
up-
every shoe before they came out.
Everyone.
That run.
One's the only ones
I don't
for me to
have-
wear with a suit or something.
I don't have a lot of details, so who don't come fucking with me.
I'm gonna ask questions.
But Netflix, I don't know if y'all saw, they're debuting an open AI
Dummy.
back-end search engine that lets you discover movies and TV shows based off your emotions. So it's able to detect how you feel, it's able to detect your emotions, and can search what you need to be watching.
That
I want-
shit hard.
It is hard, but I be feeling one way. Well, 2 ways. One, I want a comedy. 2, I want a nigga shooting somebody.
Action comedy. That exists.
I don't think-
48 hours.
Well, now I want them separated. No.
Rush hour.
Well, I want them separated. So I got to separate it. I want a comedy or a nigga shooting somebody. I don't know. I like a lot of different shit. Fool.
Them
I be
niggas
watching.
gonna
But
get
you
your
ever
ass
start
action
watching
comedy.
some shit and you be like, man, I don't want to watch this shit no more. You cut it off and then cut something else on.
Hell yeah.
I did that last night.
Hell yeah.
The Resident on Netflix, as Stock said, flex.
Yeah.
On Netflix.
Stop
The
talking about me,
Resident.
bro.
Sorry, I got jokes. Don't come back at me.
Hey, listen, y'all better get y'all shit together. Nigga already threatened y'all ass. I'm coming back with reckless abandonment.
But I tried to watch The Resident on Netflix, and it just wasn't for me. Last night, and I immediately turned it to Tim Dillon's stand-up comedy. It was okay. You know, it wasn't comedy.
I just don't think there's nothing out that can get my emotions. My shit crazy on the inside over here.
I don't even know my emotions.
Like my shit so crazy.
I know Netflix don't know my shit.
My
'cause I don't
shit
know
crazy. I could be mad as fuck, but cool as hell. I could be cool as hell and sad as fuck. I mean, I could be so many.
Had that nigga shit on the Silence of the Lambs or some shit.
I would think about this shit just
Serial
random.
killer shit.
Who the trashiest nigga? Like, let's do the trashiest nigga rankings.
Trash it as far as what?
Us. Like, who the trashiest? Nigga, you know what I'm. You know when you be like, nigga, you trash as fuck.
You number one.
How the fuck I'm one?
Cause you are. You start the most shit. You talk the most shit. You the most shit.
You the most shit. They gonna title that most shit. The most shit. The most shit.
I mean, I don't know.
I think say you the most shit.
Yeah,
Is that you? That you? Do you co-sign with that?
Yeah, I gotta agree with those.
You always starting shit, man. You man, you be starting shit.
I gotta agree, you messing in the motherfucker.
You always starting shit, bro.
Yeah, you the trashiest, brother. Yeah.
There you go. You win your time.
Fine. Who too?
Hoot. How? Hold on.
Yes.
We got to think about it.
No. Hoot. If you gave me one, then it got to be you. Because I was about to give you one.
Well. I'm going to push back to a nigga who ain't here. Can't get right. And he borderline one. Because he would talk about anybody, fuck with anybody for no apparent reason, not even know why he fucking with him.
That's very damn true.
Yeah, but his is more pointed.
No, it's not.
No, you two.
No, he got it.
Who you? I think is you over can't get right.
I don't.
But he three.
I'm three. I'll be three.
No, you're two.
No, you won. I don't care. How about that?
Nigga number one in the
I don't
ranking,
care,
goddamn.
nigga. I don't care about the rest. Nigga. You either won or you're nothing. You know what I'm saying? So there you go. You won. That's all that counts, my friend.
I don't believe it. And you shouldn't have co-signed that shit.
That's usually how it goes.
Pretty trash, yeah,
You
buddy.
wouldn't believe it.
Fuck you, Dad. What the fuck wrong with you? Nigga, that way you ain't got no mic.
Nigga mad at everybody.
Can't nobody hear you over there.
Look at it. You ain't got no mic.
Can't nobody hear you, Otis.
You ain't got no voice, nigga.
That nigga Dan said, yeah, you pretty
Hey, everybody
trash.
hit the
over
power
there.
Somebody told me this week, they were like, man, Dad need a mic. I was like, no, nigga, I want that nigga unheard over that bitch. I don't want you there. No, and if we do, I want a button I can cut that nigga. All right, that's enough for you guys. Be quiet.
Nigga in permanent time
Nigga
out.
ain't
Damn,
saying, he ain't saying what I want him to say, goddamn.
That ain't it.
Well, fuck y'all. That didn't go how I wanted it to
I
go.
don't know why you thought it would. That's the problem.
Well, it was gonna be one or two.
The problem
It
is
had
you
to
don't
be
see
one
the
or two.
problem.
Man, fuck y'all. People in their 40s are the most stressed out of any age group.
Nigga, just say we.
All that shit. All that shit, dog.
Yeah, man.
That's us.
We got a lot of life going on, man. We got a lot of
yeah.
life, a lot of bills, a lot of responsibilities. And as a black man, I'm sorry people don't like to hear that, but that's a true statement. As a black man, we kind of go through a whole lot more than everybody, any other gender, race, whatever. I'm sorry, we do. In my opinion, that's just my opinion.
I got a reason why. And I ain't even for it. I know why.
Come on, under 40, man.
Cause y'all dead.
Talk loud. They can't hear you.
Cause y'all dead in the middle of the change up. Like the world changed. From technology to fucking civil rights to business. Y'all in the middle of everything flipping and changing. So y'all got opinions of how this side should work and how this side should work.
Well, now that you say that, Daz, you can't say y'all no more because you part of that. So
Nigga,
thank you.
I'm 35. I ain't 40.
I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
you deal with
Close
the same
enough,
problem.
You say 40.
You deal with the
Yeah.
same problem, goddamn.
Close enough.
But I feel like, I don't know. Me personally, I feel like because I experienced the era for a good, I'd say probably 17, 18, 19, 20 years before technology. Technology probably came in heavy when we was in college.
Facts.
Like once video phones and shit started coming in.
MySpace, Facebook.
Yeah. Like that I remember sophomore year, about sophomore, junior
Palm
year
Pilot.
is where that shit started really picking up.
Y'all got
But
the hardest
but
balance of
but
change.
but we had 20 years of not that shit.
Right.
And so to me, like, it's easy for me to go back to those times and like remember how that shit was. And I don't know. I feel like it's easy. I don't know. I feel like it's easy to balance the stress.
Yeah.
It's a lot of stress, but I think it's ways. It's easy. Our logic and the way we align things to me make it easier to avoid it. But it's heavy. It's a lot of shit.
No, I was just about to say it. Like I think our age, because like think about like every fucking decade you like you nigga the 80s.
You older than us. You can't say our age. You like 50.
Nigga, I'm 43. You
50.
40?
You probably
41.
like-
You like 50.
You like kind of borderline baby boomer.
You about to apply for retirement.
You kind of baby boomer. You're not really right there with us.
You gonna put me with you, cuz.
You a different deck. You got a different shit going on.
Okay.
Maybe your son, he can be with us.
He our home.
Yeah. He more us.
Okay, all right. Cool.
You gramp them.
You grab me.
We gonna let you be an unk them, but you kind of gramp them.
But look though, like, think about everything that we have seen and gone through, though. Like, there's literally nothing that we hadn't, like, that's what I'm saying. We've been a part of a whole lot of shit. And our grandparents may have had one or two bad things. Like, I mean, now granted, that shit was bad. Segregation and all that shit was tough. But, you know what I'm saying? So, but think about the shit that we, like you said, like college, internet shit come. That shit is far beyond what it was when it first came about. Nigga, all of the changes, we have to go through that shit while it's going on. And then shit is astronomically high, fool. Like, you got to think of the goddamn stresses that's on us, my nigga. We trying to feed families around this hole.
I'm going to tell you one of the biggest hidden stressors that we probably have is in the parenting world because of the way that you were raised and the things that you know.
Shit is different.
And couple that with technology, it's like, you understand that this shit is some bullshit. It don't matter. Right. This. But your kid that you're parenting that's 16, 17, 18, 19, they letting that world dictate the fuck out of them and bother them. And you like, no internet? What do you mean?
Right.
But like not even that. Like when people fucking with them, nigga, fuck them folks.
No,
like,
you don't know
it's even like, nigga, they don't know you for real.
Right.
Like, that's how you respond.
Like,
but in reality, you gotta actually really realize that shit fucking with them.
Right,
and it's bothering them.
Because for us, we just went inside.
Yeah, like
they can't just go inside.
But you know, like we also, I always be using the adult brain. Like our adult brain, like I was talking to you the other day about like decisions and the best choice. Like they're gonna use the kid brain, and you know you're using your adult brain to think about it. But you gotta like realize that the shit that they dealing with is really fucking with them.
It is. I agree. I know it is.
So like when we say, hey man, fuck that internet, man. Them people don't really know you in real life.
Right.
They feel like them people opinion matter more than what the fuck you just said.
Right.
Look how jokes change between me.
Man.
I used to be pissed off for certain jokes.
Well, we can't even tell the kind of joke we told.
Facts.
I'm saying
Kind of joke we told.
how I used to react, like your kid would react. I used to react to certain jokes like on some.
You still do.
I had to simmer him down earlier.
We just playing, you ball. He ain't that serious, my boy.
Simmer down.
It's all right, man.
It's cool. It's all right.
But y'all niggas, I really do feel like y'all niggas. I put it on here. Y'all got the hardest balance of change, my nigga.
Facts.
Y'all had to learn how to like literally flip from this to that.
Well, thank you, Des.
Appreciate it, my boy.
I appreciate y'all for that.
Appreciate that, young man.
Right.
Yeah. I
Stick with us, man.
Call that nigga
You gotta let know.
Call that nigga young man.
He got the voice for too. Yeah, thank you, young
Little
man.
fella.
Thank you, young man.
Yeah, there you go.
Without me, y'all ass would be through.
What that mean?
Y'all ass be out of touch.
No, Dad.
Nigga, you ain't brought us no guy.
That nigga don't put nothing in the group message. That nigga don't post.
I was trying to let him get it off for a second, but
There's only post stuff in a group message that I've already seen.
nigga, with you, we would have bought some fucking medieval tokens. What that shit was? NFTs, nigga. We would have been out of money, nigga.
Bunny rabbit.
Bitcoin buying that nigga. That shit
Bunny
ain't
rabbit
work.
NFT.
I hate you, Bitcoin niggas.
Bitcoin buying that nigga. So wrong.
Nigga said, this the future. We gonna be mining.
Trying to have us
You
get.
gonna mine my ass right out
Trying
my
to
damn
have us
house.
get
Fuck wrong with you?
non-fungible tokens. No,
Man, you gotta buy this NFT. You gonna be the only person in the world with it. I know, motherfucker. That's why I don't want it.
I'd rather have Chuck E. Cheese tokens. How about that? Give me the Chuck E. Cheese tokens.
Man,
not
we
the
gonna have
non-fungible.
that nigga sold. Man, we gonna have Content Factor. It's gonna be in the
In a
metaverse.
space. Right. We're going to have a DJ.
It's gonna be in the metaverse.
We're going to have a neighborhood. We're going to have Mountain Brook.
I knew that shit was bad when it took that nigga 2 months and he was in the same spot Todd was last night on that damn Spanish shit. I was like,
Nigga played The Sims for too long. Nothing but The Sims. Nigga, you trying to make us have The Sims.
well, I see this. Nigga, I said, wait a minute. And nigga said, gee, I done found out how to get the bathroom. Nigga, you told me that 3 weeks ago.
Nigga, he got a porta potty. Nigga, that's a porta potty.
So you can make real money in the metaverse. Yeah, but that shit, you can't bring it out that computer, motherfucker. Bring it to my pocket.
That nigga got Mario tokens.
Boy, that nigga
some
so
Sonic
trash,
coins.
dog.
That's all. He got some Sonic coins that got knocked up out of.
You too, Baron. Nigga, fuck. I'm sick of y'all niggas.
Baron been down
Baron
for 8
ain't saying
months.
about no Bitcoin.
I sold all of my shit. I'm sorry, I sold all
I
of
love
it.
you, man, but you done done
So-
ran away from that Bitcoin. Trump got that shit for
He didn't run away. He went bankrupt. Yeah.
Hey, 30 to
Man,
84.
fool.
That's a hell of a jump.
But
And you wonder why you number one in the
Said
BC
all that
yet,
to
right?
say.
I ain't what I did. That nigga did try to make us buy some shit in the
He did.
metaverse. We would have been fucked up.
We said all that to say that granddaddy and them had it right. Get
Yeah.
your shoebox and put your money under your
there
bed.
you
go.
Put it under your
But
mattress.
see, we learned that in the first 20 years. The granddaddy told y'all, don't buy
Better have that cash.
don't be buying that shit. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? But see, they grew up with the technology, so they believe in that shit. Now, I believe in it, but I don't put my trust in it.
I'm why the niggas had all that money in their wallet in a pocket full of change.
I don't know. I be telling Chat a lot of shit, bro.
Check got all your
That
business.
nigga know that.
Yours too,
Personally,
motherfucker.
goddamn.
Hey, man, who they be saying?
Well, they know what you say of me. They don't know what I say of me.
Man, Todd told me last night.
What I say of myself is
he put
even
some
wilder.
money in his pocket out his register. What does that mean?
He's a thief.
That shit went somewhere.
911. Call him.
So no, it's not just my shit. It's all y'all shit. Chat know all y'all niggas by name.
I don't care, Chat. I be lying to him, Chat. So lie to him for me.
Well, I've been talking about some.
That nigga out trash, dog.
He's still number one on the meter.
Number one.
Why y'all think it's so hard for people to accept accountability or take accountability for things that they do? Why do y'all think that that's so hard?
Nobody wants to be the bad guy.
Pause your mic, nigga.
Yeah, nobody wants to be the bad guy, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Most times taking accountability means I'm taking accountability for something that was fucked up or something that was messed up. And not many people are okay with being a bad guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of pride myself on not being wrong, but admitting that I was wrong.
Who did you
Yes.
are the you never admit.
That's not true. That's not true, Todd.
Never admit.
That's not true. That's not. I'm talking about
And
the
I can
situation.
stand on no
Can we do
word.
another poll?
Never,
Who the
goddamn.
least likely to admit that they wrong?
Not true.
Who the number one?
That's not true.
Yep, ain't no number two, nigga. You number one.
Nope.
You
Not
gotta
true.
go on
Tuck.
the end of the world to make this nigga say,
do.
you know
Tuck.
what? I was tripping.
When you ever said that?
All the time if I'm tripping.
No, you
I'll
always.
come to you and ask you, am I tripping?
Then you would say it every day, and you never agree with, yeah, you tripping. You never agree with, yeah, you
Nah,
tripping.
he counterpartly right, but he's still number one. But Todd will tell me if I'm tripping.
Yeah,
I
you
will
tripping.
always ask you that, especially if I need to know, am I tripping?
Nope. I'm about to debunk that because I came here and I told you.
said debunk.
I'm talking about.
You don't want to be
That nigga ass on Mythbusters.
So what you doing right now?
no, it's not
what
about
the
you.
fuck you doing right now?
You gonna agree? No. You gonna agree? You gonna agree?
No. What you're doing right now?
No,
is
you-
exactly what I said.
You ain't let him get it out.
Go
You
ahead.
see,
Go ahead,
my
Hootie.
point has been
Go ahead.
proven.
Go ahead, Hootie.
See, my point was I came in here one day and I was like, hey, this happened one day. Am I tripping? And they were like, yeah, you tripping. You probably should have had it this way. And you know what I did? I went home and I handled it that way. You know what I did? I text, hey, thank y'all for telling me that because I handled it this way at home. Now I'm getting this. And it was handled the right way.
Oh man, you just cherry picked the fuck out that shit.
Again, fool.
No, that was recent. It was just recent. But Todd said never. So I'm just going up. Todd said never. But I will tell you.
Nigga picked the one time.
No, I'm
That
still,
one. That
my
nigga picked
vote-
that one time in
crazy,
band
fool.
camp. That nigga.
my vote is still on top because his number one saying is I'm not asking you for an explanation. I'm just asking you to listen to me be wrong.
Nope.
Yes.
Dog, if I'm asking you, dog, that means I need your
No.
opinion to see if I'm tripping.
Well, then you're not asking. Most times you just be saying it to say it. You're not asking. You be like, I'm not saying it to big clumsy. I'm not saying it to, for you. I'm not asking you for an explanation. I'm just asking you to listen. But I'm in my head when I be listening, I be like, Todd wrong as fuck. But he not asking me for to say he wrong as fuck. He just asking me to listen.
Nope. When I
Nah,
say,
you
tell me
you
about
pick-
trip.
You picked that one time though.
Nigga, that was recent. So that's just the most
Okay,
recent.
but that was
It was the most
okay,
recent.
nigga. You 1 in 99, my nigga.
I feel like we
That
all
nigga
guilty.
now he need his jersey retired like Shador or something, nigga.
We all guilty.
Record 1 in 99. Nah, nigga, you by yourself. Nope.
But nah,
You got right. That nigga got a whole logic devoted to his wrongness.
that nigga
No,
don't
no.
ever
To
change
my
his
rightness.
mind.
I still remember how
Rightness.
who the logic is for the self-preservation of all.
Of
That's
all.
what you said. That's what you said.
Of all.
But it's not. It's for Huda.
I'm looking out for you, nigga. Looking out for you,
It's
nigga.
definitely for Hoop. But no, seriously. Okay, back to accountability. Where you at, Top?
Honestly, bro, like, and this ain't just for a certain gender of people. It's just like
It's for a gender.
Told on yourself.
it's for a certain gender. of
Spoiler
people.
alert.
Listen, women, listen up. Women, listen up. Go ahead.
Spoiler alert.
It's just hard to hear when you're not perfect sometimes for some people. And I ain't, again, this is just not gender specific. It's just
It is.
It's not.
But what I'm saying to you is,
Well, that's his shit.
yeah, so
Todd's is gender specific.
Or non.
right. So it's hard for certain people to hear that they're not perfect and they're not, doing everything right. We all fall victim to that sometimes. But, us men, I feel as though we're easier to be like, okay, you know what, I was tripping. Hence me asking, am I tripping?
Well, is that true?
To me,
I mean, you just argued with who did
About
that
the
he
same
been wrong,
thing.
and
No,
then
no,
you
no.
argued him down.
No.
So is
no,
it?
no.
Hey,
didn't
listen.
say the
It's
same
easy to
thing.
say that men
That shit shocked the hell out of me,
men got bigger egos, and a lot
I
of
was
times
just-
to admit your accountability, you have to face your
Exactly.
ego and your
There
reality.
you go. I just, I don't. It's just the individual. I put it that way because
You stuffed my boy to the
I did say men, but this nigga ain't included in that shit. He ain't included in that shit.
That nigga didn't know what to say no more after that.
But no, seriously though. I don't know. It just depends on the individual, man, and how they were raised, or how they, look at themselves going forward. I guess it's just one of them situations like shit. Do you find yourself to be perfect all the
Is
time?
it what? No. And so is it trash to be like, I can admit my wrong, but then I somehow find some wrong in you as well? Like, hey, you know what, I did this wrong, but you know what happened as a result of that? That came from
You can't do
doing
that. You can't do that because you being nitpicking, you doing tit for tat shit.
I think
You
Bring
just
it up.
use your woman voice.
Oh shit!
You're wrong, nigga.
I died a soft death. Soft death.
Some activation over there too. That nigga shit went limp like a mother. I done had that problem before.
That should be the worst when you
Some
try to
activation,
perform
man.
too. That nigga got
shit.
soft for no reason. I ain't even touch that bitch. That bitch just
Sometimes they
failed.
do that, you know.
Do you take?
squeeze the back of it.
Do you take responsibility for that?
Hell no, it's your
Squeeze the
problem.
base. Squeeze the base.
Y'all crazy. But look, I think personally, like, I think y'all got some good points. I think people don't like facing their flaws or facing the fact that they could be wrong or they have to deal with the consequences. It's hard for people to let go of control or be vulnerable. So I think that's a lot of the reasons why people don't like taking accountability. Not only that, is that sometimes when you take accountability and say you're wrong, then people take that and go too far with it.
I told you
Like,
wrong.
yeah, and you was wrong last week, and then they start bringing up all the shit that they thought you was wrong about. Like, nigga, I'm wrong
look
about
here.
this.
I said that because I ain't want to fuss. Okay.
But to Hoop brought up a good point. For me personally, I don't mind admitting when I'm wrong or saying sorry or apologizing and all that stuff, because to me it gives you back power.
Right.
Because
But
I'm
does it?
sorry.
What else
I'm-
you gonna say?
Does it?
to me, it gives you back power because I'm admitting that I'm wrong about something, or I'm going back and correcting something that I was incorrect on. To me, that gives you power because it shows that you don't mind admitting your flaws. You don't mind admitting where you were wrong.
Do you ever?
And it gives credibility to me, to that person, when you do that.
Do you
Regardless if that person, whoever you talking to, sees it like that, I think that it gives you credibility because you're gonna look around. People can lie, but they can't lie to themselves. So they're gonna know that, like, man, that nigga, I know he admit when he wrong. He don't mind saying when he wrong. So this nigga arguing real hard, he might got a point. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't mind doing that. And I don't like to stand on shit when I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Right.
I don't really have no problem. I don't even understand the big deal. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Like, it's not that difficult.
But does that come to the belief? Because you could be wrong, but if you don't believe you're wrong, are you wrong? I know that's some philosophical bullshit.
Oh, nigga, that's a hooted thinking way, nigga. That's what that is. If I'm wrong, I'm still
But like,
right because I
no,
could have been
not
wrong,
that,
but I was right because
like
I'm wrong.
you might actually be wrong and not know it, and then but you think you're right, so you're gonna fight for that thinking you're right. because that's what you believe.
Sometimes it takes me a hard time to believe that I'm wrong because I'm looking at other factors that might have influenced my.
But if to me, it's power in the wrong, because if you're wrong, then that's an opportunity to learn where you went wrong at, and then that corrects it for the next time.
Right.
So now you're Huda asked about this whole school stuff. Like, I might have been making decisions based upon what I thought I knew, and I was wrong. But now I'm finding out some more information. So now the next time when I'm kicking it or I'm doing it with Logan or something, I'm that much better.
Right.
But so, like, to me, admitting you're wrong is actually powerful to me.
Do you ever regret your admit?
Hell yeah. That's what I just said. Because sometimes, like you will be like, man, you know what? I'm wrong. And then people are like, yeah, that's what I was saying. You always be wrong, and you think you be. And I'm like, nigga, motherfucker, I'm talking about this goddamn topic, not
yesterday.
Yeah, I was right like a motherfucker yesterday.
Yeah.
But that's the problem you face. People take, and that's
People
why,
weaponizing that
and
shit,
that's why
definitely,
people don't like sometimes taking accountability.
For sure.
Because people will use that against them.
I hate bringing up old shit. I don't like bringing up old shit.
And man, you gotta sort your sites and your resources, man. Sometimes, I honestly sometimes something that was said 6 months ago proves the point today.
I bring up old shit. I don't bring up old shit to throw it in your face. I bring up old shit for a lot of different reasons. To me, like, I'm never an all or nothing person. I'm never gonna say all men do this or all women do that, because there's always people who don't fit that mold. And you don't know every goddamn body to say all men or all women or all any goddamn thing. But, like, I just feel like there's, I don't know, man. That shit just.
It's sticky.
Yeah, I try to direct shit to where it goes. Like, hey, Stock, you're this. Todd, you're this. Hey, you're this. Me, I'm this. I don't like to always admit that, hey, me, I'm this, but at home in the mirror, I admit that me, I'm this.
Yeah, now that nigga be arguing with himself. Nigga, you not wrong. You ain't wrong.
Like,
The way
no.
I
Think
feel,
about
I
it.
ain't wrong.
Think about it, fool. This goes back to whatever that conversation it was last week or a week before that. Do you talk to yourself? And I was like, shit, I be in the elevator saying this to myself. I be in the mirror saying this to myself. I be in the shower saying this to myself. And I think that I'm more hard on myself than anybody else can be.
What you had just said, so what'd you say?
That I don't like bringing up old shit.
But see, like, that's what I was saying. Sometimes when you bring up old stuff, it's not necessarily like you got to bring context. I hate when people like try to regurgitate something back to you, but they leave out the context because the context matters. So sometimes I might be bringing up old stuff, not to throw it back in your face, but remember how you felt that day when I came at you wrong? I'm not bringing up what you said
Now
wrong.
I
Do you
feel
remember
that
how
same
you
way.
felt in that moment?
I feel that same
That's
way.
how I feel right now.
For that same
So,
reason.
and it's for a relatable moment. I'm just trying to have a relatable moment. If you remember how you felt, that's how I feel right now. And we're relating on the feeling.
How often do you get, nah, that's different.
But all the time. But so many times people they miss with the feeling part, and they just, oh, now you bringing up old shit. Nigga, I'm
bringing
trying
up
to have
relatable
a
shit.
Right.
Because I feel like once two people can relate, they can get along.
Right.
Women.
For sure.
Todd, don't act like Todd. What you act like Todd over there? What you doing, man?
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I be trying to understand as much as possible. Sometimes it's not as understandable as easy as you want it to be.
It's never that easy.
I'm like, hey, I'm about to simplify this, and that shit be the hardest shit in the world.
Hell yeah. You
Question.
can't simplify
Do
shit.
it matter
Man.
who it is too? Like messenger. You know
Yeah,
what
like
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Because I'm only
Some people
gonna get
bad
that.
at messaging.
Yeah, some people bad at messaging, and some people I'm only gonna give you this message if I care to give you this
And
message.
some people I can only take it from. Like if you I can hear y'all telling me, Des, we in the goddamn.
Well,
But
For 18 minutes.
that's yeah. Sometimes it
It's gonna take a while now. It's gonna take a while, but you gonna get it.
Never the first time. The second, third time you could probably get, but the first time,
but I gotta fucking figure it out.
yeah, I get it. But yeah, fuck it.
Take responsibility for your shit. There you go.
There you
Well,
go.
let me ask you something kind of intertwined with that. Detachment from, certain, like you said, like an argument or a disagreement, or even just going at somebody telling them, hey, be accountable for this. Detachment for you and you. When do you find yourself like, okay, this shit ain't working, or these niggas definitely ain't gonna see how I'm seeing it? When do you just be like, you know what, fuck that shit. I'm just finna move on because repeating myself.
Now
and
that's
trying to
where
get-
I'm crazy at.
Yeah, I don't do it in the right time.
If I don't care about you, I ain't gonna say shit.
There you go.
I ain't gonna lie about that. Like sometimes, even if I care about you, I would say a whole lot of shit, but then I'm going to detach for a long ass time. it might be a week before I say something else to you,
fight,
and I
man.
probably shouldn't do that.
I fight y'all.
So sometimes detachment isn't that good. For me, detachment is never good. However, the way my brain is wired, I detach way more than I should.
I think detachment is good for people who, like, if you got a bad temper or if you know what I'm saying, like, I'm finna blow. I got to detach from this shit because if not, I'm finna knock some shit over or do something uncharacteristic or say something that I can't take back.
Right.
So sometimes detachment can be good, but I'm notoriously bad for keep trying to say my point. Especially if I think it's a point that, like, I know you, and I know he'll get it. I'm not finding the right way to connect for him to say it. So I might keep saying it. And then I found over time throughout life that, like, me and Hoop might have disagreed about something for a long time. And then maybe week 2 I say it, and then it's like, nigga, why Hoop might say to me, nigga, why you didn't just say that? And it be like, yeah, see, I found the way to say it. 'Cause that's what the fuck I was saying at the time. But I was saying it wrong, so he wasn't receiving it like that.
You just did it today. Nigga was like, why you did this? And I was like, shit, cause of this.
That's why you number 1 on that list.
And then
What?
he was like, no, look.
That's not really trash, though.
Then he was like, he started explaining, like, not explaining, but telling me why he felt it should be, which was 100% right?
You still didn't answer one of my questions either.
And I was like,
18 minutes later,
I get it. I got it the first time you said it. And he was like, so I still want to tell you. And I was like, okay. You know what
I don't like that voice you use. But
I told you I got it,
I think I did say that like that.
nigga, what I said?
I did say it like that.
So I still want to tell you.
Yeah, because
that
nigga,
stock
sometimes I want to say it. I don't want you to get your interpretation of what I said. Let me say it so you get how I feel.
Yeah. That's your real shit, though.
It's just
For me, it's like I'm bad. Like it's not a. I don't wear that shit.
Yeah,
like
you a big
bad.
detachment guy.
Yeah, you going to be quiet. in the corner.
keep explaining that shit to him. Yeah,
Well, Todd, you was kind of explaining it wrong.
and that's what I'm saying. Like I'm big with that shit. Like if I was explaining it wrong and you didn't get it, they just say I may not be the person to deliver that.
But is
message
that not?
to you, somebody else.
Is that the right way to?
It's not,
to-
and that's what I said. That's what I was saying. I don't wear that shit like a badge.
Like a nigga, you was happy just now.
No.
Attached from your ass in a minute.
This accountability. We just were talking about it. This is me. See how I did that, Hooter?
I feel
you know what I'm saying. But no, I just don't. I don't know, man. I think I done got old, man. I just don't do that back and forth shit with nobody.
I be trying to be peaceful, but within me trying to be peaceful, I'll probably offend in order to get the peace.
And then, fool, like once I literally will rehearse some shit to say it.
Hey.
To say it one time.
Remember, I told y'all like episode 6 when I told y'all that nigga had wrote down that conversation before he called.
I will rehearse
girl.
some shit.
Told you.
You said that.
No.
How you doing?
Speed it up, nigga. Speed up your talk.
What you do today?
Cause now what I'm saying to you is, like, in seriousness though,
Argue
like, cause
time.
I don't wanna goddamn argue with nobody.
Got
bro.
this shit in bold and underlined.
Oh, I want to read that.
If she responds like this,
If yes,
argue.
yes. If no, damn, I fucked up.
I think you should say argue.
If
What
no,
the fuck you? Insert what the fuck you want me to do right here.
if no, argue anyway.
That nigga script that shit, huh?
No, dog. I
Okay, I'm
literally,
sorry. Go ahead.
No,
Good.
but for real,
For real.
I
Let's
literally
see.
have to rehearse certain shit to say because I don't want to come off and say it wrong. I don't want to offend. That's why I would sit down and practice how, you know what I'm saying? And if it goes a certain way, I ain't saying that shit.
How often does it go like you practice?
Yeah, that's what I want.
Depending on the audience.
That ain't a number.
Depending on the audience.
Percentage. Give us a percentage. 21.
Depending on the audience.
21% that goes in his favor.
You just gotta talk about the audience. But I don't know, bro. Like I just ain't got it in me. I do not have that shit in me no more.
Yeah, I told you, I just don't like having hard conversations with people. I don't like having hard conversations about people with people that I feel like that they can misinterpret or that involve things that are high emotional things. Like, we do business together. I don't want to have to talk to Hoot about money. I just don't. I want it to be understood. But unfortunately, when you're doing business, you have to talk about
have
money.
the conversation, right?
I really would prefer not to because, like, things can get misconstrued.
Right.
Things can get taken out of context. Or, you thought one way, and nigga legitimately thought, man, I thought you said you was finna give me $8,000. Nigga, no, I told you $1,400. That's a big ass difference.
That's a big ass difference.
Yeah, nigga.
Right.
Nobody wants to cave on shit like that. So how do you? I'm more inclined to just say, you know what, you got it, bro. I'm gonna be mad as fuck. I'm gonna talk big shit after that. I gave this nigga $8,000. That nigga know damn well I ain't say $8,000, but I don't want to fall out.
I just did that shit in real life. I just said, you take control of what the house say. I don't want no problem.
And that's what I'm saying.
But
That's why I say the arguments.
on some shit you don't fall on. Unfortunately.
And that's why.
Because like if we have a money argument, I'll be like, nigga, 99% of this business is mine. You're not gonna fall on that. Like some stuff you just don't fall on.
Yeah, I might.
You ain't no might, nigga. In that argument, you better not.
Because to me, that shit's so illogical. If you really believe that, I'm gonna let you have that.
Because it ain't worth the argument.
I'm gonna do like what on Malcolm X. Man, you sure? All right, he gonna go check them records. He gave it. It's a way to go check that shit. I'm not finna sit there and argue back and forth about that shit. Y'all seen that scientists have learned how to clone memory and transfer it into other people.
Demolition Man.
They did it first in snails, and a snail was able to remember things that he never experienced.
The snail
Shit.
told him?
They took a memory from another snail, implanted it into another snail, and that snail was able to remember things that snail never ever experienced, but that snail who they transferred it from did.
I'm sorry, I know you might not have these specifics, but you know I'm gonna ask a question. How the fuck they know what a snail remembers?
Because they them scientists study shit for a long time. They put a snail in there. They put them through mazes, and I'm using this as an example. They put them through certain stuff and watch the snail, do stuff.
This way, go left,
and then
go right,
they
go left,
control. It be controlled. They take this snail and keep it in a box and never let it go nowhere. Take the memory, put it in this snail, and put him in that environment. He do the same shit, but he shouldn't know how to do that shit.
Your brain has receptors.
Hey man, that nigga see brain had
that nigga-
receptors. Nigga, I
trying to-
know. I'm trying to look for the person who controlling us right now. Goddamn,
Shit.
nigga control
Dr.
the
Dina
snail.
Dez, goddamn.
Shit.
No, Dr. Sanjay Dez, goddamn.
Wow, man. That's wild, man. It's but when it comes to
They
science,
say it's
man,
gonna be good.
I
They
don't
say
doubt
it's
none
gonna,
of it.
it's gonna come in good for people with Alzheimer's and brain trauma or PTSD, traumatic brain injuries. That they can start using that to help them.
Yeah, that's
And it's still a ways off, but they say by 2060 it's gonna be a thing that like they know for a fact they'll be able to
I'm not mad
keep
at it.
people with their
that's
minds and
pretty
their
dope,
memory.
but these niggas are so far ahead of the curve with this scientific shit, fool. God damn.
Using your fingers for 5, 6, 7.
I'm trying to see how old I'll be by 26.
Dead.
See if they can give a little memory back.
Dead.
Nigga, that's 40 years.
Dead.
Damn, that's trash.
Nigga, we ate it, nigga. I'm sorry.
You think you gonna die? I'm like, wait a minute, I'm gonna live forever, nigga. Fuck around you said.
I saw. I hate to be this morbid, but it is in
Right,
context. I saw something today, and it's some kind of motivation at the end of it. They were like the Queen. We only know one Queen of England that we've always seen our entire lives amass more wealth than anybody we've ever known, and y'all haven't talked about her for a year. Moral of the story is everybody's gonna die. Live your life, cause people gonna forget about you.
Yeah, man, we talk about that all the time, man. Like, I didn't see a nigga die. Them niggas roll that chair clean smooth on out of their necks.
For sure.
They be like,
On the
wait a
site
minute.
tomorrow.
You
Now
trying-
hiring.
I mean, that's what they do.
It is.
Next.
real.
It is. That's why
I'm like, damn, I'm not important. Shit.
Gotta let my desk sit empty for a little while.
We've been talking a lot about these Mount Rushmores. They did one of comedy. It had Bernie Mac, Eddie Murphy, Dave Chappelle, and Richard Pryor.
I'm fine. With it.
Perfect list.
I'm fine with that.
The only thing is people might argue Red Fox, but I don't know who you take out to put right there.
Then that's your answer still. Nobody. Because even though Red Fox is Red Fox, he's not. It's
The levels to it.
yeah. I mean, there's levels to it. Like he didn't get as big as he still was in a Richard Pryor and Eddie Murphy movie. He was a side spin.
I mean, I just look at everybody who.
No offense, and I hate to
everybody
say
who
that.
who was on this list, man. Them, it's some dogs on that list.
However, I will say that the person I watched the most out of that is Red Fox. Nigga, Fred Sanford and Son, nigga, me and my daddy used to watch that shit every night. Dad, Mama's Family, all of that shit.
I probably rock with Eddie Murphy, probably the hardest on
On
this
what
list.
though?
Then,
Like you
what
was
you
in the
mean?
big,
All his movies.
well, I'm saying like nigga, the Sanford and Sons show. We sat down and watched that every.
Yeah, I got you. It's the big one. I know. Right before MASH came on, about
Yeah,
about 3 shows before
Go to
MASH.
sleep at that
Right.
point.
I remember. Yeah, you got Mama's Family. You got, you know what I'm saying? I know that lineup. You got a problem with this list, Todd?
Mama's fan was
You
hard.
got quiet.
I was thinking, shit.
You can see
nah.
Desi Banks looking at.
He want to come Desi. Oh, that little nigga from New
Drewski.
Orleans. Yeah.
No, not. I mean, this Bernie Mac is like,
Go, nigga.
yeah. So yeah, I don't have a problem with this list at all.
Yeah, I think they that's the one list they solidified and got right. Music. Wiz Khalifa dropped Cushion Orange Juice 2. Kind of came to us late in the group, but did y'all check it out? What y'all think?
I like that shit. That shit is a perfect goddamn part 2 to the first Cushion Orange Juice.
Sit back and get high.
That shit, yeah, that shit is perfectly put together.
Y'all got me real excited. I ain't gonna even lie. And I went to go listen to it, and I just was like, so far, so skip.
Gotta be smoking while they playing.
Oh no, I'm not gonna be doing that. I enjoyed old Wiz without doing that either. You know what I mean? Like I think it's cool. It's straight. It's just not great to me. It's straight.
It's again, it's the follow up to the original Cushion Orange Juice, and I think it's perfectly placed. It's just more. It's more music, and it's the same vibe. That's what I got from that.
Hoot.
I need to listen to it some more. Like it to me is not. It's not that number one at all. It ain't even close to the number one at all. But like I said, I got to listen to it in a different element, in a different aspect of life, and enjoy it from that standpoint. I hadn't got that opportunity. Today I listened to it at work. So maybe that wasn't the best place to listen to it. So once I get the right place to listen to it, I'll give a real review on it. But so far, one was classic. This was good music still. It still was cool. He got deep. He got introspective. He had some decent features. He had some real good production. He had some. What's that Black Jesus on there?
That who it sound like?
It sounded like Black
Sound
Jesus.
like him. I don't know if it's him,
who
though.
was talking, but that I would have actually been him before he was Black Jesus. So I need to do my research on that.
Who's Black Jesus?
On the TV show, I'll be watching it on HBO Max. But he's Black Jesus. I can't think of his name, but he was actually.
I got you.
Look it up.
Him.
Look it up. But he's a real person that's good and is a good actor. But I got to give it more of a shot. So far, I'm gonna be honest. So far, I thought it was average.
Mozzie, he dropped Intrusive Thoughts. Mozzie signed to CMG, had a couple good projects. His last project was pretty solid. What do y'all think about Mozzie album?
I hadn't got a chance to dive into that one yet. Who to put it
So
in the group
far,
late.
good ass music, good ass street shit that is in the up tempo mode of where I was and the atmosphere I was in. The tail end of work to keep me woke to finish work. Going into a photo shoot, him speaking his shit, talking his shit, and me knowing that he's probably almost fresh out of jail, if he's not still in jail, I don't know. But he had them hardcore street raps, good beats, Cali twang with some down south.
He was on the
production.
dead end on the back street.
He was. So, I enjoyed it. I liked it. That was my vibe since 4:30 until we listened to it right pre-production. That's what I was listening to the whole time. So I liked it, man. It's cool.
I got to check it out. I didn't get a chance to listen to it, but I'll give it a shot.
It's West Coast.
His voice and his raps is, but the production is more so over here. It's a little West Coast too, but it's more so over here.
I got you.
Westside Gun, he dropped Hills Have Eyes.
Yeah.
Check that out.
Heels are spelled like high heels.
Yeah.
I gotta find out what the meaning behind that is.
Hey, something, because that nigga like to do crafty shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't give it enough of a shot because it was 5 songs. 3 of the songs was less than 2 minutes, so the whole thing was 13, 12 minutes. So I hadn't really given it a full shot, but it was so quick that when I was listening to it, I made a mistake and missed it.
Yeah. Shit. Yeah, it was cool. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, that 5-song shit I don't get, but hey, it's an EP and it's music, so
Yeah. It's solid.
it's solid.
In other words, boom, 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 boom.
We talk a lot about Kodak Black and everything that he going through from the drugs and wanting him to be on the right side. But I don't know if y'all saw, but he paid the rent for more than 200 residents in the Golden Acres projects back in Florida for 2 months in a row. Didn't want any limelight about it. Didn't want nobody to know about it. he really wanted to keep it on the hush, but like everything, it's hard to kind of keep it on the hush. So it came out, basically saying that Kodak paid the rent 2 months in a row for 200 people.
I like Kodak, and that's been his history, man. Because when we think about it, he actually got in trouble for buying everybody air conditioning units back in the day, and so that's just been him, and that's what he's been doing the whole time. So I know the media, not we, because the media focuses on a lot of the bad things that Kodak does, but he does a lot good too. So keep doing good, young man. Stay healthy, and keep putting on great music.
That shit's super dope.
I just can't wait till the day it just.
So
all
question on that. Do you sometimes, like with a person like that, do you think that sometimes they gotta have that dark side in those demons to be the good person that
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes that's the only way forward.
When Wayne was making all that dark ass music, when I feel like he was
song,
going
I
to
still
war.
think that's the hardest Wayne song ever. That's just my opinion. Maybe I'm a dark ass
Fuck
nigga.
the world and let 'em die.
I don't know, one of my favorite. My leather so soft, but don't think I ain't hard.
But I ain't God.
That boy hard. But they put up a post with Future, and they said that nobody can never forget the legendary run. And it was
56
Monster,
nights time.
Beast Mode, 56 Nights, Dirty Sprite 2, and What a Time to Be Alive, all in a year span.
Agree with it, and that's when that's when I became a Future fan. Is at that first was Monster first,
Yep, Monster.
and that's when I became. We was living on 280
I
over
remember.
there and chilling. That's when I first finally started working out a little bit, jogging around the neighborhood, and Future was my motivation. So I'm that run there.
That was one of the
I think I know why. Cause like when I first got on Future and it was easy, it's cause I was going in the club in Atlanta. And it was like, my mama said, fucking nigga, hit the, like, you could, like.
Yeah.
I ain't never had that part of my life. I ain't never had in a club in Atlanta.
Oh,
spend no
boy,
money.
that
I think
That
went
era
once.
right there.
I went once. Y'all know I never was a club person. I went
Yeah,
once
yeah.
with y'all boys. I was like, no, take me home.
that boy said, this too much.
Take me
Why the
home.
lights doing that?
That been flying from the ceiling. Take me home.
He said, why the lights doing that? But that was a dope ass run. So shout out to Future.
Do y'all believe Wayne that he don't know who sung Not Like Us?
I believe so. Because we've seen over and over and over and over and over and again that Wayne don't be known. Remember, he thought 21 Savage was a fucking group. Like Wayne has.
I remember he said
Wayne has constantly shown us throughout time that he be oblivious to what's going on. He's been saying for years, over and over again, that he only really listened to his own music. And he don't even know his own lyrics to his music. So I can believe it.
I believe it sometimes. I think that sometimes he lies as well. Because I don't know if you're going to hear the biggest song in the world and you're never going to be like, who's that?
Maybe at the time when he rapped it, he didn't know who it was.
I think
but
if he
clearly
rapped it-
he knew. He know now.
I think if he rapped it, he knew who it was. Cause he can't. Sometimes he can't rap his own shit. So I feel like if Wayne rapped it, he knew who it was. That's just my opinion.
So you think he
Buy it
was
out.
full of shit?
Yeah, he full of shit. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying?
He probably could be full of shit. So
And sometimes playing that I don't know shit is an okay thing to do.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Yeah, all the time.
it is. And
Why
I think
people
that
calling you at 4 in the
that's
morning?
part of
I
it.
don't know.
AT&T. They say AT&T. You see it? I don't even know AT&T. Who that is?
speaking of runs and legendary, at 90, Lee Carso is retiring from ESPN.
Damn, I didn't realize he was 90.
Yeah, man.
Job well done.
I have. It's been
You trash. Just say you.
The boy earned his
Say I
rank.
couldn't tell. Just say I couldn't tell either.
What you mean?
Just say I couldn't tell.
I knew.
Okay.
Shit.
Wow.
We used to pause on that.
Dummy.
He gonna embrace his trash. Look at it. He can hit the mute button over that bit. Press play, man. Go ahead.
Mannequin challenge.
Shouts out to Lee, man.
Shout out
Man,
Lee.
y'all made me do it, but no, for real, stop. Lee Carso, man, and I mean this in all seriousness, man, a legend. When you come to mainstream, a new age media, god damn, floodgates open up in a bit. But when you come to new age and media and everything that you see from the TV personalities, man, you got to give a big credit to Lee Carso and everything he was able to do. Everything he was able to build with ESPN. I can remember being 10 years old watching. I used to wake up. Marcel and them used to leave me every Saturday because nigga don't come pick me up for 8:00 p.m. Because I'm getting up in the morning, I'm eating my cereal, and I'm watching game day, and then I'm watching the Big Ten games. I'm watching football all day Saturday. Them niggas knew it. They didn't come bother me unless they had the right play to come bother me with. But other than that, man, I was tuned in, and Lee Corso was a big part of that. To see him come with his energy and his style that he came with every week, man, he is a legend. He deserves it. He's gonna go out with the first week of the season, the game day, man. That shit's gonna be epic. Right. Just to see him get back up there one more time, we know it's gonna be a lot of emotion behind it. So.
They know where they're gonna be at yet?
I would think it'd probably be that Alabama Florida State game. They hadn't said. Did they say what it's gonna be? I don't think they've said announced.
That first weekend of college football gonna be loaded though. So
they probably definitely
got to be somewhere big,
And he a Florida State guy.
Yeah. And where do they play at?
I can see that.
That's the Atlanta game. You know, the ACC Big Ten. You know, it was LSU and Florida State one time. Last year was Georgia Clemson. Yeah. So I would think that's what it would be, but you never know. But either way it goes, it's gonna be big, and he deserves everything he getting.
Congratulations.
Sure.
Congratulations.
Job well done, Lee Corso.
Just make sure you cuss one more time.
Yeah, we need it.
My boy had him. Fuck it.
Right.
His headgear picked Ohio State. He picked Ohio State the most in his headgear.
I can see that.
Ohio State, Alabama, Texas, Florida,
You got the
Oregon.
You got the top 9, don't
you? Yeah, they put it up. Yeah. They posted it.
Like my space over that bitch.
A lot of people was in uproar because Colorado made a decision to retire Shedeur Sanders' jersey as well as Travis Hunter jersey. A lot of people felt like, especially with Shedeur, they kind of gave Travis a pass because Travis went and won the Heisman. A lot of people had a big problem with Shedeur, and they said, it's the name on the jersey. Deion flipped it, saying it's the name on the jersey. Why you fucking with him? But a lot of people saying it's the name on the jersey as to why he's here to begin with. A lot of people say he didn't earn it. A lot of people say Colorado wrong for he went 13 and he had like a below average record while he was there. Didn't win a bowl game while he was there. So a lot of people have a lot of backlash. I'm going to ask y'all, where y'all fall on the retirement of Shedeur and Travis jersey?
In comparison, Travis is cool, Heisman Trophy winner. Cool. That goes up in everybody. That goes in the Hall of Fame. That goes everywhere. Shedeur, who is he in comparison to? Like, what other people? I know probably Cordell Stewart. I don't know. I can't think of any others. So I need to see who he's in comparison to and what their numbers look like. So, and he's probably going to be a top 5, top 10 pick, which they haven't had many of, which I know the one, Rashawn Salam, Cordell Stewart, and I don't know who else.
So I'll say this. I went and looked. I did a little research. He's number 1 in touchdowns. He was only there for 2 years. Cordell Stewart, all the other people that's on the list played 3 and 4 years. He did it in 2, and he's number 1 in touchdowns. Yards, he like number 2 or 3. But, again, they played 3-4 years at Colorado. What they started using was his career stats. So his overall, like, he's a transfer portal guy. So this guy played for 2 years at Colorado. What would he have done the other 2 years at Colorado? So they're combining it. And if you put them together, he got 14,000 fucking yards.
The next person probably got 6 or something.
50 career starts, 70% his whole career in completion rate, 134 touchdowns. It's 1,200 career completions.
For me, it ain't that hard. Like I said, I simplified it. And if, in comparison to the people who are there, he's 1 and 2, then
it's not close.
Then it's easy for me. So
the only thing is yardage, but that's because they played
3 and 4.
They played 3 and 4 years longer. But he's like number 3 on the list in like yardage.
And those other
it's
two
not
probably,
even Cordell Stewart, and he's ahead of Cordell Stewart in yardage.
And those other two probably have their jerseys.
Colorado Pat. God damn it. Go ahead.
Colorado passing leaders.
He can't.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, I just think that, like, once again, if he's 1, 2, or 3 in 2 years, then I don't mind it. Like, if it's just because of the name, cool. But if he would have pulled up and he'd have been number 12, 13, 14, get him the fuck out of here. But he's 1, 2, 3 and everything, then why not? I ain't against it because those other 1, 2 probably had theirs retired as well.
Right.
So here go passing. He's number 5 with 7,364 yards.
Who's ahead of him?
Somebody, Sefo Lafotu.
I don't know. Next.
9,000 yards.
Next.
Steve Montez, 9,000 yards. Cody Hawkins, 7,000 yards. Joel Klatt, 7,000 yards. Shedeur. But again, every last one of these guys played.
4 years.
The top leaders, 13, 14, 15, 16. The next nigga, 16, 17, 18, 19. The next nigga, 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010.
Nah, just give me their best 2 years and let's see.
You can't because it's best. But like in a single season, he has the highest by far.
Yeah.
41,304 yards. The next one is Cord Detmer at 3,500.
And he has more touchdowns.
Single game, 510. The next person, 474. Passing touchdowns, he's number one, 64. Those guys who played, the next guy's Cody Hawkins, who played 4 years, he got 63.
Yeah,
So in 2 years, this man got 64. Single season touchdowns.
I'm sorry.
He got 37, and the next guy got 28.
Colorado, outside of Cordell Stewart, Shador. Sorry, at quarterback.
But when you put stats, Cordell Stewart's not.
I know.
There.
I'm just saying, like name, likeness, what he did for the program.
Yeah. Facts.
All of those things.
And what he went on to the league and became too.
Yeah. So, but outside of that, the rest of y'all niggas, y'all were good.
And like I said, once you put, and I get it, I think the way we're gonna have to look at stuff is in new era. Like if he played 2 years for that school, you kind of got to say what he did them first years and combine it because he got 14,000 career yards. If he would have been at one school with 14,000 yards that whole time, this ain't no question.
Right. Not. And maybe sometimes looking at it from the other side, like, hey, nigga, stay somewhere 4 years. No offense. You know, I'm just saying. Or if you're going to be there for 4 years, stay somewhere 4 years. I can't let you come in here 1 year taking over everything. My whole program and Shaq been here for 6 years, and now you bigger than Shaq.
Cam Newton did it. 1 year at Auburn.
I know, but, you know.
Cam Newton did it, and he got a statue.
I know, but he won a championship. He won a Heisman. Like, he did the stats. He was number one in the draft.
You know what I'm saying?
So what you think? Now, if you say your opinion.
If you're going to do 1 year, he better do all of that.
Right.
Right.
I'm with it. You know, I'm waiting for young S-Dot to be in that Saints uniform.
You'll be so sad how much he gets smacked in his face.
They said the percentages went up. Now they're better hurt for the year.
So, young S-Dot coming to the Saints. Go ahead and retire that deuce in Colorado. Travis Hunter's no question. Like, that nigga was arguably, well, I ain't even arguably. That nigga did some unheard of shit this year. That nigga, the 12.
I feel like when you come
nationwide shouldn't be worn right.
So it's crazy that I'll say this because Travis Hunter, arguably just by eye test, you know that's like something that you never seen. But stat wise, I mean, for him to get in a jersey retire, he ain't did what Shador did. And we arguing Shador.
Man,
well, when you look at
he was hurt. You got to remember he was hurt a lot last year.
I know when you look at awards
in his first year.
No, I get it what he did award wise, but that was just that year.
Awards, both sides of the ball.
To be retiring a jersey.
That nigga his shit need to be retired at Jackson State too.
Yeah.
Shit, man. How many times the ball wasn't thrown to your side? Right. All that.
There's a lot of people saying that college football is destroying the sport. We always talked about the NIL and what it could do to it. They showed about 12 top programs, notably Alabama and Oklahoma spring game. Oklahoma went from 50,000 to 5,000. Alabama shit looked not like Alabama shit was used to looking like just a year ago. A lot of people they're saying are losing the love and the passion for it because now it's no longer about a passion for the sport.
Facts.
And I think that was one of the delicacies about college football was it was a place where passion could still shine. It wasn't big business. I mean, it was big business, but the players per se weren't involved in the big business. But now we're seeing it get like that. What's y'all thoughts? And yeah, I know where I'm going when I get from here. So don't get ahead of that.
Thoughts? I don't know. The game has changed, man, and they're probably taking a lot more care of the players and not letting them go out and hit. Like, when we played spring football, it was an actual game for us. Like, it was a game that we was getting up for and getting big up for. And like those other schools, like, that's when around the time when we first started seeing schools come on TV for the Springs game and them actually making it a game out of itself. But now,
yeah, a lot of people don't like to do spring because they say
like
that
football.
Yeah, but they say also not only that, like their players gonna get plucked.
Right.
Yeah. You saw Deion calling out Virginia for tampering with his players. He called them by name.
Not even that. When it was trying to play Syracuse for a game. Now you see Syracuse coach also coming out saying, "Hey y'all,
I'm not paying,
players,
and
I'm on your ass,
yeah.
and I ain't paying you.
And I ain't paying you, nigga. You get your ass out of here. You ain't getting to me." And I like that.
But today I saw him. He was talking to the coaches. Y'all trying to come pluck my players. I'm gonna do more than just talk next time. He was talking big shit.
What, he going to go slap him?
I don't know. I don't know.
We got coach beef, nigga.
But he sounded like he would.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. I think they are running the game, man. Unfortunately, I think we wanted players to be paid, but I don't think we quite envisioned it this way. But that's the unintended consequence that we always talk about. I feel like NIL has become what we see from Nico in Tennessee, and we talked about that on the tail end of the pod last week, where he was demanding $4 million. I didn't think they should pay it, or if they do pay it, they should incentivize it. We didn't know if they would. Right after we left, the next morning, Tennessee decided not to pay it. Mm-hmm. And not only did they not pay it, they said that that's it. They're cutting ways with him. More reports came out allegedly that he was about to hold out before the playoff Ohio State game because I played my 12 games or whatever, but this is an extra game, so where's the extra money for it? Yeah. I don't know where we're going with it, but he was demanding $4 million only to fall to UCLA where they saying that he only going to get like 1 point something, 1.6, which I don't want to say only because I'll take it, 1 point something. But after California tax and everything, you're looking at about 900 and some thousand where he was at a place where he was getting 2.7 million.
Yeah, I mean, as the more details come out about it, he fucked up. I'm sorry to say he fucked up. Like I didn't know all of those details when I came in here about that. But I like it's just like it's like electronics. It's like computers. It's like AI. It's like what we talked about. Like once the game starts to go into one direction, it very rarely goes back. So unfortunately, this is kind of the game we're gonna see. He just played a very bad game.
Yeah, I just go ahead, Todd.
Man, listen. Long gone are the days of niggas just going in this whole plan for the love of the game. And that's unfortunate because these niggas are chasing a check at this point. Ain't nothing wrong with getting paid. You know what I'm saying? Get your money. You out there risking your body and all of this and your health. Cool, I get it. Go and get your money. But when it becomes a greed thing, okay. Next man up.
That gets tricky too, though. That gets tricky. The reason why I said it, because I ain't never really thought about this too much, but when you say going in there and putting your body on the line, I think about it like my last maybe 2.5 years of playing football. Every day before practice, nigga, I was taking Advil or Tylenol or something because my back hurt, my foot hurt, my arm hurt. And I'm putting my body through so much stuff that maybe I do need to be compensated for.
Yeah,
so
but
cool.
$4
million, $4 million.
Crazy.
Now, there is excess. There is some, like I said, he played the game wrong. But I still stand on those. The kids got to be paid for doing all those stuff.
You're absolutely right. And just
like my man
put that finger in their face.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. But you know who you got to be to get paid? Jeremiah touchdowns.
No, you got to be that to get paid $4 million.
You got to be paid. Jeremiah touchdowns.
They keep citing.
I still don't know the Syracuse receiver.
No, the Miami quarterback.
Carson Beck.
But Beck, y'all got to remember, he has 2 national championships.
2 of them hoes.
And he had arguably the best team for the last 3 years that he was a part of. He can probably command a little bit more based upon who he is and what he has done. Right. Nigga, you ain't that yet.
I still don't know.
You haven't proven to be
even
that.
in
I
the
still don't know
ballpark.
the Syracuse wide receiver who got in the portal because my boy ain't going to pay him $2 million.
Yeah. Who knows? But he gone.
Bye.
But like my whole thing with it is I just felt like Tennessee couldn't do it. Not only could they not do it for Tennessee, but it's gonna be. It was probably people like they already said. Oregon coach called and told what he was trying to do. I feel like all of the ADs in the country was like, "Hey, do not pay that goddamn money."
You think because somebody can do it?
No, I don't think. I literally think college football can't do it. Right. Like everybody has to band together on this one and just don't do it.
Right.
You literally cannot give.
If you want to keep the game, you have.
Right.
But just think about it.
If you want to keep the game, you have.
Like I told y'all with college football, it's too easy to produce a great college football player.
For sure.
Like there was a Kyler Murray. There's every time we look at these niggas, like think about the list that Alabama had. Oh man, they ain't gonna be able to replace Mac Jones, and then this nigga come. Right. Damn, they can't replace Tua, then this nigga come. They can't replace Jalen Hurts, then this nigga come. Like it's too easy to replicate them niggas at the college level.
Right.
Oregon. Think about all the great quarterbacks that Oregon had, the great running backs that Oregon had. Ohio State, all the great. It's too easy to replicate them kind of niggas.
Is it up to Tennessee to prove that system right or wrong?
Whatever
No,
it
it's
is. I mean, we were 11-3, and we made it to the playoffs.
Right.
It's not that hard. It's Tennessee.
Right.
It's not that hard to go prove the next person.
Right.
I don't really think it. Not in a Josh Heupel system. I don't think so.
Right.
I mean, we might, but what if they go? Even if they lose 5 games, I think that what they did morally was right. Even if that nigga would have tried to do that shit to them in the playoffs, I would have sat the fuck out that nigga.
Right.
Because you literally can't let them kids have that kind of power. Because once you do it, it's over for the rest of the country.
Rest of the country, right.
I agree. If it doesn't go that way, we're gonna lose our love for the college sport that we love. Like I think we love college sports a whole lot. Football, not sport, football a whole lot more than the NFL because of that tradition of football.
Yeah.
They still
sure.
fighting for it. I got a question though. Do y'all not get tired? Like what I was saying is like
I'm sleeping right now.
Basketball, that's what stopped me from watching basketball. When niggas started every year, it's a different team. I can't keep up with that shit. So with football, are y'all not getting tired of being like
Not for me, not yet for football because football is still brand new. Basketball a little bit more so because that has been going on a little bit more so. A lot of the one and done.
I get what you're saying. I miss the days long gone of the days, and I actually saw that. I think it's Seton, the lineman, the live lineman for Colorado.
Yeah, I like
he was like, man, we're not even building brotherhoods no more, man. Like, and that's what I was wondering. Like when Dion was talking about family and family, like some of my teammates in high school and in college are some of my best friends to this day. Or even if I ain't talked to them, all I got to do is call with an issue and it's game time. Right. Like, hey, man, I got to drive over here to New Jersey, go check on B-Reg. Like, I'll do that because of the bond that we built on that field and all the different things we had to do together. It's bigger than just that game. But now they're not doing that, which is fine. I mean, they going to get their bag and they chasing that money. But at what cost? When they get through, they ain't gonna have no relationships to build off of.
How much is too much?
Yeah, they hadn't. Like, nigga, some of our jobs and careers is built off of a teammate that was at that spot, at that place. You know what I mean? And some of your good friendships, like you still helping. You know, my teammate got a business over here. You know, Hoop going to help him over here, and he breaking bread with Hoop, but Hoop helping his business. Like, I just don't think we're building those kind of things anymore, and it's eroding it. And one thing about college football that was genuine was it was easy. That's why in NFL it's hard for me to have a team that I like because it's too much business. I like the personnel.
Right.
If I get to that in college football, that shit gonna be a sad day.
I'm sorry and sad to say, but it's going that way.
It is.
That is exactly
it
what
is.
$2
It
million
definitely is.
quarterbacks is going that way.
It is.
And that shit went fast. That shit went from
It went
0
quick.
to 60. Real
4 or 5 years ago, we was just talking about this.
To millions.
Yes, and that's because they wouldn't let the NCAA put any kind of regulation on this shit and kind of hone it in and reel it back in. It's got to be caps put in place. It got to be low caps. $2 million should be max anybody can make. Unless you're making something legitimate off the NIL that you can show on paper. I got $2 million for signing autographs. Them niggas gonna cheat.
And
they
gonna
gonna cheat.
In college, they're still high.
They're gonna cheat even with that, but at least they gotta show the paperwork and produce it and show this is how I got it for selling this jersey, not just for coming to this school. I'm getting $2 million.
And we went from college players not being able to buy, and that's where it went from 0 to 100 real quick. Nigga went from college players.
I just want them niggas to buy a sandwich.
Yeah, I can't buy food. I just want some chicken.
Right.
I want to not bother my mama to shit. Nigga, I got 8 Rolls Royces. God damn.
But that's what I was saying with the jerseys, like shit like that, like fanfare, nigga. Like for people who ain't extra deep, but we still got a player we like. I can't buy a jersey this year and then still be able to go to the game and rep this same jersey.
But see,
next
that
year because the nigga gone.
That's the one thing about college football that ain't gonna change. The pageantry of that shit. Like if you got a team, regardless of who playing on that team, you gonna root for that team.
I don't believe
Florida been sorry for a few years now, my nigga. I ain't screamed, roll tide, or none of that shit yet. Because I like Florida. You like LSU.
Money makes it different.
LSU, since Joe Barrow and them left, you still been screaming LSU. You see what I'm saying? So
I know, but
that's
if
the one thing that I don't think that's going to change. Like you say, the fan foul, nigga, you gonna still be a fan of Bama.
What if it's not them same? What if it's not them same players every year that the Fred Taylor going from a freshman to a junior at Florida? Do you still like Florida Same or Tim Tebow going through the ranks? Or Chris
think
Lee
about the
going through
days
the
when Miami had Frank Gore,
Never again.
Willis McGahee.
Never again.
Clinton
Clinton
Portis.
Portis.
Yeah, you're right. That's what I'm saying.
That's
but
never
like,
gonna happen.
they had all them niggas, and all of them niggas found a way in 4 years to shine.
shine.
With all of that kind of talent on there. Like, man, these kids, man, they getting too impatient. And like they showed that class with Lavallee or whatever his name is.
All the quarterbacks.
They showed all them quarterbacks, and only 2 of them, I think it's Arch Manning and somebody else, was the only 2 that have stayed put. And look at Arch Manning. He about to get the reins to one of the best offenses in the country.
And he could have been transferred.
And he could have been left. He could have went to Alabama and been good.
Man.
You know, I disagree, G-Boss. I feel like, because shit, I wanted to go buy a Travis jersey. I wanted to go buy, but I'm saying, like, my team, Alabama.
So you ain't gonna support Colorado no more? That Deion's son and Travis Hunter gone.
Probably because Deion, but not because of a player. But I'm saying, over time, that shit changes.
Well,
If
you
Deion
just said it was a
decided-
player because you want to go get a Travis jersey.
If Deion decided to go to another place, I'm probably not going to
But
support
okay then. But I'm saying
Nobody
Deion is
is.
still there. So again, that's what I'm just saying.
But over time, bro, that shit changes. I love Carmelo Anthony. I used to try to follow Carmelo Anthony every way he went.
But
Right.
But I love goddamn the Nuggets when he was actually there.
Deion is an anomaly because after Deion, who else you following like that?
nobody.
Right. So
Not even
Alabama?
my team. I don't have
That's
a
it.
person on Alabama that make me say I want to go buy the jersey and go see the game.
But you screen roll tide.
I ain't screen roll tied this year.
yes, you did.
Damn, niggas, bro.
Yes, you did. But it's okay because it's cool. The point
Stand
is,
on it, Dez.
I've been screaming Florida State since Charlie Warden. He been
Right.
long gone. Goddamn
I've
shit.
been screaming Go Gators.
But do you understand
Tebow.
my-
Shouts
Better
out Charlie
word.
Ward.
Yeah, yeah.
Shouts out Charlie.
Yeah, Charlie Ward just landed.
Charlie Ward.
Right.
And to that point, you know what they're saying, Baylor whole basketball team. I don't know if y'all saw
They
that
ain't
picture.
got a player
The
on the
whole
fucking roster,
basketball team from last year is completely
Don't
gone.
got a player.
That's crazy as a coach every year to have to try to rebuild and put your shit back together. But this is what we've come to. So
Right. And but the one thing again, one good thing from that shit, you fuck around and leave and ain't got no offers nowhere. You asked out.
You can't come back.
You can't come back.
I ain't letting you back. Unless
Hell no.
Unless I need you.
No.
And you
nope.
better wash some clothes on your side,
Hell
dude.
no.
You gonna
I'm
wash clothes,
I'm a
too.
Coach Carter the fuck out that nigga. You owe me 55,000 up
And
down.
you know what's gonna happen? You know what's gonna happen to Todd if you gonna get some players in there? Ass out of here. I don't care what your circumstances.
55,000 up downs, 400,000 push ups.
I know-
2 million
I know what
pick
better happen. Baylor coach better find some players. Or
I
his
do
ass
think
out of here.
I do think in college sports, I think because we have been so used to the traditions for years, I think you're gonna follow it a little harder, still longer for a while. But I do think to Hooter's point, I don't know if that's gonna always be the case 8 to 9 to 10 years from now if they don't get a hold of this shit.
Yeah, because
I think
Hell no.
I think you might start following when the next Deion come, or if Ray Lewis go to Texas or something, you might catch yourself rooting for, because I'm really rooting for Colorado. I want Florida State to win
Right.
still. Now, Florida State is my team, but I want Colorado
Yeah,
to
I
do what they're
want
going
to
to
see
do.
them shine too. But
I will say I hadn't fallen into that trap yet. I'm still LSU. Will fuck the rest of y'all. But I do think that that's already happening once again. Because, like, basketball, like, nigga, I ain't know none of them niggas until
Man, nigga,
tournament.
I was like, man, I had to call
tournament, I
Ryan.
ain't know none of them
Who
niggas,
is this
bro.
nigga dribbling for North Carolina?
I ain't know
What that
none
nigga
of them
name
niggas,
is?
bro. Like, until the Final Four, I ain't know none of them
I don't
niggas,
like,
man.
that's the part I don't like. I don't like, man, I remember when Duke had this little freshman. I'm watching this freshman now be the man as a junior and shit. And then I just feel like these kids, they get out of that too fast. Like, I don't understand, especially now that college got money in it, why would you go to me? Why would you go to the NBA and your ass is going to the D League? Because I'm sorry, you're really good in college, but you're not going to be good in that league. That league is something different.
Right.
Nigga Melo showed you on his podcast, nigga, you get 5 shots, nigga. That's it. Carmelo Anthony, nigga, you come here, you get 5 shots. Why would you want to leave something and you can make another $2 and $3 million and be the man right here and still develop your game? I think I take my chances coming back now. The reason people was leaving because they wasn't getting paid.
Yep.
Now you getting paid.
I don't get it now. I don't get it. We always thought that was the fix, and now we're finding it out. That's the opposite of the fix. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's that. I'm in the league. You know, you're going to the Davidson. Still goddamn up there with the Boston goddamn
Crabs.
Boston Plants. Yeah, you know, it'd be close to the team. It ain't the Celtics with the Shamrock. It's the
Almost Celtics.
Yeah, it's the Boston Shamrocks or some shit. Like that nigga still playing for the bullshit too.
The leprechaun.
Yeah, man.
He with the
Yeah.
leprechaun.
That nigga still playing for the
Yeah, he's
bullshit
still with the
team.
goddamn the Montgomery Irish. Nigga, there ain't no Irish in Montgomery, but that's who he play for. Moving on into the dummy of the week.
Dummy.
Oh, we all know who this could be.
Kimberly Chopper. Bring your motherfucking ass to the principal's office.
Sound like she supposed to be there.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know if y'all saw this, but Kimberly Chopper thought it was a good idea to put human remains on Facebook Marketplace. Yes, human remains. Kimberly, if you wanted to, you could purchase a nice human skull for $90. If you wanted to get a clavicle, she had that for $90. She had a rib going for $35. Oh, she even had a vertebrae if y'all wanted that. That shit was going for a whopping $35. And a partial human skull. The skull was listed at a whopping $600. Yes, police interviewed Ashley, found out that she was putting human remains on there and put her ass in a place that we all don't want to go. Jail, motherfucker. To jail you go, and she didn't get the $200 that they were trying to give her for, pass and go.
The remains.
Yeah.
That was some cheap ass remains. That's what I want to know. Where them bodies at?
They never really said where the human items came from. Now they still collecting
Murder.
bone fragments and skulls to try to figure out where she got that shit from.
Serial killing murderer.
She said that
Jenny Downer.
she's saying allegedly
Allegedly.
that they were for educational purposes and they were educational bones.
And where you got them from?
Educational purposes.
You got them from a school?
I found them.
At school, huh? What was this kid's name?
Stumbled across them.
We got a clavicle. Whoever, I ain't never saw nobody. Let me get that.
She
left,
upset
Let me
though.
get this human skull.
Let me get that left clavicle over there.
Yeah.
I mean, you never know. I mean, that's why I always say alleged. We've been doing this shit long enough. It's gonna come out tomorrow that shit was fake bones or something. You know what I'm saying? Then we're gonna have to change our whole tune. But as of right now, Miss Kimberly, you are the dummy of the week.
Can't say
Dummy.
human shit
Stupid
on
ass.
Facebook.
Either that or she got bodies in her backyard.
Right.
Which one is it?
Body form.
Damn, man.
Any other news or information that we forgot to add on? It's been a good run, man.
The Pit on TV hard. On HBO Max is hard.
Max.
Pause.
Yeah. Bondsman hard.
Oh,
G20
HBO Max, I
hard.
watched that. HBO know how to make a show.
Yeah, G-Boss, you tried to put me on that Bondsman stuff, but then I saw it had like gators and vampires and all kind of wicked shit.
The shit fire though. You ain't watch it though.
I ain't watching. I just saw the preview.
G20 on Prime, hard.
I'm gonna watch that.
Go see Sinners. That's hard. What's that mob shit on Paramount?
Mobland.
Mobland.
That's hard.
That's a pretty goddamn
What is on?
pretty good show, that boy.
Paramount Plus.
Paramount Plus. Yeah.
Y'all nigga got all the stations. Nigga, how you get Hulu and Paramount Plus?
You got it.
You got it? I don't think I got it. Mob playing.
You got everything right.
Sometimes.
There you go. Come on back to the door. So I listen. Hey man.
I mean, it do good sometimes, but then sometimes you gotta wait a little bit. I still feel like for it to be what it's priced at, nigga, I don't give a fuck. I ain't never going back.
There you go. There you
I
got
feel
it.
you.
Just wait it
got to
out.
work. And I don't even watch TV like that.
Right.
When I do it, seeing it, man, dog, I be so motherfucking busy that I can't tell you when I get to sit down and watch TV. My TV stay on political news.
Nigga, I go to sleep early on Fridays and Saturdays so I can wake up at 2, 3 in the morning and watch TV.
I miss those days when you could watch shows and shit. And then I got ADD, so when I be watching the shows, I be texting and then I be having to go back to the show, or I be getting some news together, or I be doing something that's needed my attention.
The time that I listen to it the most while I can multitask is if I have some headphones in. So if I sit at my computer and watch something with headphones in, I'm going to hear it, even though if I'm not fully listening,
Do y'all?
to hear it.
And I know we've talked different versions of it, but do y'all ever are y'all glued to y'all phone too much?
Yes. 1,000,000,000%. I'm a little bit less now that I got to go to work every day.
Yeah.
But once I'm not at work, yes.
Yeah, I am.
But
Or
you
if
know,
I'm potting talking.
you know, for me, it's crazy because I realize that I do have my phone a lot, and it probably is a problem. But I got 7 different group messages that go just like our group message. But then I got shit honestly, and it's not an excuse, it's just the truth. Who to be like, hey man, nigga, we need the text stuff for the text. Then I'm trying to put text shit together. Then you got this email that's coming in for this and that. Nigga, I'm like dead. No, I'm not like him. I was about to say somebody I probably shouldn't say. Nigga, I'm like a business mogul, nigga, over here. It's a lot of different fires to do. Then I'm researching some shit. Then I'm on chat trying to find some stuff. it's a lot of different things a nigga be trying to do because you can't do it during the day. So you catch yourself trying to do it in your downtime.
I'm with you, and I ain't
It
mad
ain't
at
just
that.
about texting or like being. I don't just be sitting there frivolously scrolling on socials.
Sometimes
I be doing
do.
shit.
Sometimes, like honestly, a lot of times I'm in my phone, I'm doing something, but a lot of times when I'm not, I'm doing some bullshit. Like, cause like I just see like at work, if I'm going to take a break or go and walk, I'm 100% in that phone probably.
Yeah.
But I'm on
Doing
YouTube.
bullshit, man.
I purposely
Maybe.
put it in the other room. When I am on my phone at work, I'm looking
I'm
at
purposely
YouTube.
do that.
I noticed something too.
Yeah, I don't,
What are you lying about? What you know?
How the pod keep getting long?
Without argument.
Dummy.
Uncle them.
And on that note, we'll be back next week like we never left. Cause like we say every week, we never leave. You dig?
Trash man.
Now
Not
nigga be ready to get out of here. 1:15, we gotta go, baby.
not an argument in sight, guys.
Dummy.